Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of Scheduled Conflicts, where me, my streaming friends, and my VTubing friends are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh,
Nerd.
yeah.
Wait.
Hope you're all doing well. Thank you all so much for the follows. I just wanted to make a few thank yous before we get things started proper. I wanted to thank the artists that have made this possible. This lovely Dungeon Master screen, this backdrop that we're going to be seeing for the foreseeable future was all done by the lovely Keystar. So if you want to go give her a shout out and give her a follow, that would be very much appreciated. I would also like to thank one of our players in the party, Scarlet Otaku, for coming up with a majority of our player character art. It's gonna look good. You're gonna be great. But also another extra shout out for Gerg's character, who was done by the lovely Caffeine Kobold.
Woo!
Oh, I am very excited for this.
Woo! This is going to be fun.
So, who's ready to get started?
I gotta use the bathroom. No, I'm ready.
Now let's dive in to our first episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Legend tells of the birth of the common races through a great world-defining cataclysm. Before this moment, the land was but a stirring mass of primordial forces. Fire burned bright across the skies. The earth shifted ceaselessly. The air cut with the ferocity of knives, and water stirred the oceans and clasped with woe. This was known as the Age of Primals. It was chaos incarnate, until the great meteor struck aground. In this instance, fire subsided, the earth calmed, the air grew still, and the tides had tamed themselves. For this meteor was our cocoon, and from it came our fathers and our mothers, our kings and queens, the very gods that walk among us. Since the earliest recorded days of mankind, the story of our birth has been shared down the annals of history. From the crater that was made by their landing on this now tamed landscape, mortals were given a chance at life. Those that honored this gift of the gods decided to settle in the very cradle that gave us life. This marked the beginning of the first civilization. This would be marked as Year Zero, the age of birth. Time would move on, and history would play its course. Mankind spread itself across the lands, honoring the gods that walk among them. But beyond the crater, they began to discover the forces that still lingered from the primordial age. Ancient dragons and primordial giants. It would be at this time the first war would break out between the gods, the dragons, and the giants. This would become known as the Great Taming, where the gods showed their true extent of their power. The dragons and giants were devastated by the might of the gods. Soon after, an offer of peace would be made to the opposing forces. The giants were forced to relinquish their thrones, and the dragons that yet survived abandoned their conquest beyond their Everspire. The years after would become known as the Age of the Gods. In the centuries that followed, the gods had conquered nearly all of the continent they would soon call Aos. It would be here where strife would begin to tear them apart. Keen, the god of light, father of the cradle, would be opposed by his brother Kong, the god of storms. Their lands would wage war amongst one another, breaking the very earth that once held their continent together. Their bout would end in a stalemate, and their dispute would tear the once strong relationships that the gods held with one another. Each of the gods would take their devoted mortals and separate from the cradle that held them close for so long. Borders would be drawn, and countries would be founded and claimed by their respective god kings and god queens. This event would be known throughout history as the Great Divide. It has been centuries yet still the day in history, and tensions between the kingdoms have been quietly stirring. It is the year 2086 AG, in the early days of spring, where our story takes place. It is here where a new legend will be born, from a humble, not strange beginning. You find yourselves rocking and stirring out of a sore and stiff slumber. As you all slowly begin to come to, you feel the rocking of what you now realize are the wood planks beneath you and the sounds of churning water outside the walls of your rooms. The bitter pain in your head tells you that you were all somehow knocked unconscious after a swift blow to the head. Your memories are hazy as you try to recall how you might have gotten in the mess. It isn't long until you all feel the ropes, manacles that have bound you to the walls and floors of this rickety makeshift brig. Your belongings seemingly vanished, aside from the clothes on your back. All thoughts return to this innate, instinctual urge to escape. That is when you realize. EJ, would you like to introduce your character?
So, you'll find my character dressed quite well. White jacket adorned with a subtle diamond pattern and like gold features at the edges. Orangish skin and bright red hair shaved on the sides. He's quite stylish, with his little green or a little orange scarf and his jewelry. Uh, for someone who's just been knocked out and shackled to a wall, he's looking fairly fashionable.
With that, you realize as you are coming to that you are not alone in this room. Erg, would you like to introduce your character?
Beside you, you see, presumably curled up on the ground because, the whole being tied up and or manacled thing. Someone that, despite being prone beside you, is obviously tall. You can't exactly gauge the height currently. But you see this must be a furball, albeit a bit of a strange shape for one, if you've seen them before. Deer-like features between ears, the slight snout, and then beyond that, long reddish hair, a beard, dressed in what could only be described as simple peasant clothes. If it weren't for his race and his stature, he would seem entirely innocuous. That's all the note for now.
The two of you find yourselves prone on the floor. Both of you, with your arms over your head, chained up against the wall in a pair of manacles. It seems that you are alone in this room, though you do not share this fate alone. Ruby, would you like to introduce your character?
My character is a small but very bustuous goblin, with who appears to be in full nun attire, except it doesn't seem to be made from typical cloth, but leather. She seems small, innocent, confused, with one of her eyes covered by what appears to be a leather patch. And she appears to be manacled to I guess to the wall. For
You appear to be tied by rope towards this makeshift bedroll.
okay.
You're sort of left free of your devices, though completely bound.
All right.
This will hold true to Red's character as well. Red.
Now, compared to most of the people here, one could say that I might be one of the most unusual of all of them. Now, where as they live and breathe, I have been awake for quite a bit, staring at them, unable to sleep because I don't sleep, because I am not technically, quote-unquote, people say, alive. You see about a pretty slender-built, odd-framed creature with a copper-like skin with gold kind of like alloy looking on that, but it seems to be a sort of living mechanical creature. It seems to be have the shape of a body of a man, but the body is unusual, hollowed out in various areas and slits, and the head in the shape of an old microphone, like a 1940s or 1950s big microphone. And he is dressed in, one could say, very ostentatious, if not fabulous clothing, but if it was a theater troupe from about like 20 years ago. So very high fashionable if he was like set way back in the day. Like, it's fashionable a while ago, but he has not slept, and he seems to have a strange pink glow through his eyes, as he is just seems to be manacled to the wall, and he has just silently been like sitting there tapping a foot every while because he does not need to be sleeping. But it's been pretty boring. The people around him seem to be asleep a lot, so he's just been watching them.
Last but certainly not Scarlet. I'm introducing your character.
All right. So I assume that I'm basically tied to the desk here.
Yes.
Okay. So immediately after waking up, you see a dark figure, almost kind of blended into the background due to his clothing. Messy, matted hair, yet somehow still relatively like cleaned maintenance wise. He doesn't seem to really like make much noise as he stirs awake. And even as he glances around at the people in the room, it's more so he's assessing his surroundings, and already like the gears in his mind are already turning. You can already see by the look on his face he's not particularly perturbed by what it is that he sees. It's already a process for him, but yeah, that's basically it.
The three of you find yourselves in what appeared to be a makeshift mess room. A desk that is now emptied, cupboards that are now cleared. You get the feeling that they weren't expecting you to occupy this room, but it was cleared out last minute to make room for prisoners. As you all appear to be tied by ropes by your hand. A door to the south of you. Meanwhile, you and Gerg are sort of in a more secure brig. It seems they have spared no expense to keep you two bound. I'd like to do.
Excuse me. Are you two awake?
As far as
nod.
I could tell, yes.
Oh,
I'm lucky to be.
That is good. One was worried you had been rendered unconscious.
If there's throbbing pain in my head, If he has anything to say about it, I was.
From what I could tell, it has been easily over 3 hours and 47 minutes since you have been asleep.
It's an hour.
And what of you, friend, in the corner, by the pantry?
You can see he's already in the process of trying to undo his binds.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Would you like assistance
First
with
roll of the
that?
campaign.
Oh yeah, first roll.
First roll. Go.
First
Okay,
roll.
okay.
Ooh, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
Hey,
Not bad.
22.
This is a rudimentary binding for you. You have been through this once too many times before, as you just sort of twist your arms in the right way and just like flip one arm out.
Just push the other off and just shake it off. Anyone hurt?
Well, that was a fast one, wasn't it? Didn't
This
take you
is-
long to get loose.
No, this is crude. Very poor man's work.
I am going to try to break my bindings.
You're going to break them by force?
Yep.
All right. Give me a athletics check.
Okay. 9.
You sort of like give him a tug, but the pulling seems to have tightened your wrist a bit further.
I would
Get it
like
off.
to slip out my slender frame as well. Or try to.
Sure, sleight of hand check.
19 plus 2, 21.
Oh yeah, you sort of copycat what Scarlet has done and just sort of like, oh, like this.
You see like that and like an arm pop off and puts it on and comes off like just kind of has it. I see. You are supposed to contract your body and then pull the ropes off.
It's not necessarily about strength.
I see. Would you like some assistance, friend?
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. And I will quickly untie them.
Yep. Meanwhile, what are the other two up to?
Just for a sake of clarification, is it a solid room we are in, or are there bars?
It's a wooden. It is just the frame of a ship. The manacles appear to be attached to the wall where your hands are just like up over your head where it is. They appear to be like bolted or nailed to the wooden wall. And same goes for you, Gerg.
Mm-hmm. Laffy will start to just give a little tug at the manacles, check and see how secure those are in the wall.
Yeah, you just feel you just see the give that they're trying to do, and like, no, they're pretty solid.
Well,
This brig was built to be a brig.
Laffy will turn to the elf beside him, is it? Or half elf?
Skin's a little too orange for an elf. He looks it though.
Elfish?
Regardless. Laffy will turn to you and be like, well, it seems we're tied up here together. Let's see if we can't, and then Laffy will give a nice solid pull against the wall and see what happens.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Now, being a monk, you'd think I'd be good at this, but joke's on you. We're actually not very good at this.
Joke's on you. Athletics is strength. 12. You give it a good forceful tug and you just seems they won't go that easy.
Yep. Not surprising.
I will admit,
Held
it's
pretty solid.
not, it's not exactly the situation I expected to be in.
So at this point, Red and Scarlet, you have freed up Drana. With you both together, it's no problem to get yourselves undone, but at this point, you begin to hear outside just like a small commotion as... make me a perception check, Red.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay, here I go.
There's Bavaria.
All right. Oop, not 55. I want
Not a 55 modifier.
No.
Wow.
No.
Yeah, there's no
You can
way
hear
I
a completely different game.
Yeah, I go to Tibet, 22. 17 plus 5.
So you hear outside just a few pirates going, just like, I hear them talking. Sounds like they woke up.
It is the people who brought me on here. They do not like to hear me talk. That is why they put me in the pantry with you.
Hi. Well, these guys probably aren't good news then.
Oh, my apologies. I have not introduced myself. You see as like an arm reaches up and pulls off this large hat with a wig attached to it that comes off with it. A gentleman must always introduce himself, and puts it back on. I am Joust. Journeyman, oratory, utility, service, technology.
Right.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Joust. I am Drana Emberlight. And
Designation, Emberlight. Acknowledged.
And who might you be?
I don't think that's wise to keep talking, especially if the guards are coming. At least
Fair.
look like you're still tied up. At least
Okay.
at the moment.
It would not be a problem. I could handle them. All they need to do is learn a happy word.
So what are y'all doing?
I'm going to sit on my bed with my hands behind my back, pretending to be bound.
All right.
I'm going to do the same, but keep my wrists hidden, just in front of me, make them still look like they're bound, but like you can barely even see in the dark.
Okay.
Do not worry,
in
friend.
that
I
case-
can do that for you. I was going to do, like, just put my hand back on a manacle and then do a little minor illusion to make it look like their hands are bound.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
As you see, he goes like, and this, like, little illusionary, like, kind of pink thing that looks like your hands are bound.
That'll do.
All right.
I will hold the note.
So
They're going to shut you up. You might want
by
to
this time,
stop.
just like a slit in the door opens up.
Hello, God. I am still awake. Did you want to continue our conversation?
No, I believe if you had a mute button, I would be setting it off right now. Try doing that when I smacked you across the head to get you in here.
Well,
He
it
sort
was
of, he
very
sort of like looks at all the three of
forceful.
you and
They are just as bad at talking as you are sometimes. Oh well, at least they listen.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have my family's medallion? I need it back.
oh, that little thing. I'm sure it'll pitch us a pretty copper somewhere back in town. Till then, you best just keep your mouth shut.
But it's my family's sigil.
The door slit goes shut as he
He
goes
is
to
not
check on
very
the
kind.
other two. Oh well, a lot quieter than the other bunch. That's good. Keep your noses
Not much
clean in
to
there,
say.
and you might get out of it alive. Eventually, he just keeps the door shut, and with that perception check you gave Joust, I will say, like, you can tell that he's sort of just simply outside.
He's just milling about, walking around, just like pretending to do nothing.
More or less.
He does this every now and then. He's been checking on us pretty much through the time you have all been unconscious. Still does not want to play cards with me.
They let you keep a deck?
No. I just keep asking if he would like to play cards. A gentleman must always answer a game of chance. But either way, I believe I heard there are people in the room next to us. I did not see them when I was bound into here.
It doesn't surprise me that we'd be in here then.
Yes, this is the former pantry/galley. This was not a brig. I suppose we should try to leave. After all, we need to find out a way where we are.
And from what I hear, whatever town they could be taking us to wouldn't be good.
I don't know. I have not seen this town.
Can I make a history check, Gob, to see if I know anything about what town they could be taking us to?
Sure, give me a history check.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. No jack.
That is a 2.
Yeah.
Your memory of the different stops that folks like these might take are really fuzzy. You're mostly familiar with the routes to the north. You're not sure where these folk are from.
Can I roll a history? The same thing?
Sure.
Okay.
I will not roll history because I literally have no idea.
Oh shit. That was not what I was supposed to do. I'm sorry.
It's a 3
Yeah,
and an
don't count that.
11.
Advantage, yeah.
Yeah, don't count that.
Yeah,
That was
just
that
reroll.
was my mistake. All right.
Yeah, that advantage button, you gotta be careful sometimes.
Gotcha.
Ooh, better.
17.
17. All right. The Edgewards Coast is very infamous for its pirate activity. From all the way up to the Larian Sea to the Edgewards Coast, it could be any number of port cities where they have contacts or underground resources in order to do their, for lack of better terms, evil biddings.
And do I remember at all where we were last before we were knocked unconscious?
You don't seem to recall. It's still a bit fuzzy.
Lock on the door.
Do you want to go test the door?
I would like to inspect the doorknob.
All right, investigate. Meanwhile, what are Gerg and TJ up to?
Well, small one, do you have a way to escape these vines?
Oh, I might have something in mind, but it's been a while since I've had my wrists chained up. Just getting to enjoy it a bit.
I have a way that I might be able to get us out as well, depending on how taxing yours is.
This makes it sound like brute force. Is this brute force?
Mine would be the brutest of brute force, yes.
Drawn a 10. I mean, just looking at the door and like just giving it a mere touch, you can tell that there's at least some lock on it.
How fancy is the doorknob?
It's not fancy. This appears to be just some shackled pirate ship.
Would you all like to get out?
Easy to break down the door, but it would certainly be just as easy to get their attention.
I could probably break this down. That lock isn't too sturdy.
It's
At least
not.
break it in.
That is
But
true.
I would wager a guess that that god is quite loud.
I suppose he will have to be silent if we are going to make our escape.
Jesus, will
Sounded
they
like-
ever shut up in there? You just hear this banging on the door and this loud, just like, keep it the hell down!
Hey, guard, why don't you come in and make me?
Oh, don't tempt me, you bucket of boats!
I'm sorry. I thought you said I had a mute button. Why don't you make me? Ha 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 ha.
Roll me a persuasion
And I
check,
just
Joust.
I nod at the both of them like,
Huh?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Now you're talking my language.
I'm trying so hard to keep my cool, to keep everything together, and you're making this very difficult.
You said persuasion, right?
Persuasion, yes.
Let's get that +6, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm going to prepare a spell for if
How
the
about a
dude comes in.
22?
22. All right.
That's pretty great in that like monotone laugh.
You hear this the frustrated sounds of a underpaid bosun, just like, show you.
Smash your head in.
And you begin to hear the door click. You said you were going to prepare a spell?
I'm preparing a spell for when he comes in.
Okay. In that case, the door opens up.
I cast command.
Okay.
sir.
That is a wisdom save on my part.
Snap.
Yep.
What's the DC?
15.
Ooh.
And what is your
First
command?
bad guy roll.
Silence.
So he
to be
walks
silent,
in.
yeah.
You see him like cracking his knuckles and pulling out this this light hammer. As you speak these words to him, his eyes just sort of squint a little bit, but you son of a as he goes to swing for you. I need you
Do you have
to
my armor or not? I had set of DMs, but
you do not have your armor. I need y'all to roll initiative.
Okay.
19.
16.
And you got your little
Good
initiative bar
old
over here, so we can
5.
set ourselves up.
Oh boy, look at that. I'm way down over here. Hi, guys.
TJ Gerg, this will also include you as you begin to hear
Yep.
the commotion in the other room.
I forgot to
Yep,
add my
I'm gonna-
bonus. I got a
I'm
12.
coming late.
You probably also heard oh ho ho oh ho ho oh ho ho in the wall. Oh, what the fuck is that?
I'm assuming I heard the guard talking to someone else because he was a
Like,
little
oh,
shouty.
Oh yeah, he was very boisterous and very loud about it.
Mhm.
You son of a.
All right, everybody ready?
Oh hey, DJ, you're down here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
You're
I
just
thought I'd be down
there.
at the lows at 4.
All right, top of the round though. That means Ruby.
Of course, I go first.
Stab him in the face.
With what?
I don't know.
Fingers.
You got claws?
Ears.
I'm
What a bottle
going
of
straight
Dutch.
for a gut punch.
You're gonna go for a gut punch. All right, roll the hit.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to continue trying to silence this guy. I am going to throat chop him to try and block his
Unarmed
vocal
attack.
cords.
All right, you're calling a
Yeah.
shot, so I'm raising the AC. Roll the hit.
Judo chop.
I just gonna make sure my the 8.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, he brings his hammer up and it like blocks your hand.
He's a lot taller too than you. Like,
Alright. Well, that's essentially my turn.
At this point, you're throwing hands at him. It's obvious you're free.
Yeah.
wait a minute. You should be out of bounds.
Scarlet, your turn.
All right. Am I able to sneak attack this guy?
Yeah, there's 3 people.
With everybody surrounding him, I don't see why it wouldn't be a problem.
All right.
have
I'm
your
gonna go for an unarmed strike. What I'd like to do is to try and snap his neck.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll see how this works.
Okay. So that
That'd be quite the
is
sneak attack.
oh, it'd still be unarmed strike, but it'd still be the same roll, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
6. Not
Ooh.
good. That's a nope.
At this
Wait.
point,
Sneak attack.
You
No,
would have
yeah.
Sneak attack
advantage.
advantage. I would have advantage.
you're not flanking, so there's currently no advantage. I think the advantage comes when there's allies next to him.
Yeah,
Well, there are.
sneak
There are
attack
two.
is sneak attack is if you anytime you have advantage or somebody's within 5 feet basically of you.
So in this case,
Of
you're
that.
getting into
Oh.
melee range with him there.
Yeah.
But you know, if you were stealthing or some other thing, they give you advantage. Yeah.
Mm.
So bunch of 3 guys trying to throw hands with one dude.
Unfortunately, he brings one hammer up. He sees you trying to bring your hands up, and he just like bats you back in like this full freaking push.
Mhm.
Being said, it is now the Bosun's turn. He is currently surrounded by people.
He can't scream for help. That's at least good.
He is commanded, so.
He is not commanded.
He is not. He made the
He made
save.
his save.
He made a save. That's
I
why
thought he
combat
failed to
started.
save.
No, that's why he
Yeah.
said, "Why you little?"
Yeah.
Ah.
Because I said silence and he.
I was clearly. Yeah,
You
I heard
clearly
wrong.
gaslit yourself there, Kirk.
It's a good thing I'm not spellcaster. Clearly.
Ah. I mean, I didn't hear no bell, pirate. Let's do this.
Yeah, he is going to take a shot at Scarlet.
Okay. Hit me.
16 to hit.
Yep.
Oh. No.
How about you looking?
6 bludgeoning damage.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ow.
Oh.
Man, he's going to take this chance to pull himself from the room, engaging all of your opportunity attacks.
All right.
Okay.
I guess I don't have a weapon, so I'll go to punch him with a -1.
Yeah,
Sure.
Can I try and trip him?
I had an 18.
If you're gonna go for the legs like that, I'm raising the AC, but sure. 18 does hit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I got a critical 20 with a -1.
Ow.
Okay.
I got 10.
A nat 20 still a nat 20.
10
Not
unfortunately does
20
not trip.
-1, 19. So I just like judo chop him in the back of the head.
So that hits. So that's 3 bludgeoning damage. Or what's
well,
your strength mod?
My strength mod is -1, but it's doubled. Yeah.
My strength mod is a +0.
Okay, so essentially 3 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
I
go.
sucker punch him in the back of the head, like ah.
Raising the AC is out here. That yep. All of your opportunity attacks. He's going to. I need some help in here. The prisoners are getting loose. It's his turn. Berg.
Okay, well, I wasn't intending on doing this so early, but Elafi's gonna stand up, look to.
You are prone and bound by manacles.
Oh, right. He's gonna attempt to stand up and be like, "Oh, I can't even stand."
The manacles do
All
not
right.
give you the chance to stand.
Mm-hmm. Elafi is going to look at the figure beside him and say, "Okay, don't freak out. It's not that big of a deal." Closes his eyes, Says, Morgrant, help me out. And I'm going to go Arms of Astral Self.
Okay. TJ, you see, as he focuses inwards on himself, you see multiple arms of spiritual energy begin to sprout from his sides.
Oh, you are fascinating.
Now, for the purposes of flavor, normally Arms of Astral Self can only be used to attack creatures of your choice within 10 feet. Can I potentially use the opening move of the Astral Self punch to hit the manacles instead for both of us?
For one of you. Though I don't see why
Okay.
not.
Muda the bounds, eh?
Yeah, basically.
Ah.
It does
You can strike the
specifically say
manacles until they
creatures,
break.
typically. Mm-hmm. So that's one.
I
key
mean, in
point for
theory,
me.
if you hit a creature, you would be able to just punch a wall or something, right? Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Okay, anyway, so that's 2 instances of my martial arts die of damage. It would theoretically have to make a dex save, but I get the feeling that
Yeah.
I don't think a wall can move very much.
So
The
it was just-
manacles are bound to the wall. They aren't.
Oh yeah, excellent start. Let's go. Yeah, baby. That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
these
about.
rolls.
Okay.
I mean, you're pushing forth, and it's just like you got like a little dent in the manacles.
So that's the bonus action, and I guess I will then use an action to do the full punch with the ghostly fists
Okay.
and target my own manacles again.
Mhm.
Do I need to roll to hit?
Yes, they have an AC.
Excellent. Let's see. What is my bonus for this again? Got it. It's weird using your wisdom bonuses to hit.
Right?
19 will hit.
Hey, that's a lot better.
Nice.
Roll damage.
There we go.
Ooh, baby.
8 damage. All right. You strike one of the manacles with your spiritual arm, and you free one of them. This gives you the chance to like rip the other manacle off, and you are free.
Wonderful.
Good luck, little buddy. Just run off.
Good luck. You're on your own.
And
Better you than me.
the door locked?
The door appears to be locked.
Okay. I'm not going anywhere just yet.
All right.
Damn, the ultimate enemy of the adventure, a locked door.
Not for long.
I sense a trend is about to appear.
Oh dear.
Okay. But that is my
Joust.
turn.
Joust, it is your turn.
Do not worry. One will take care of this. 5. Real quick, could I come in here? Could I get a general view of what is outside here?
You appear to be in what looks like a storage room. To the left of you, you see what appears to be the supplies that you had in your possession, and what you assume is the compatriots that are in the room with you.
I looking at
Throughout the rest of the shelves, you see like random bits of like cloth and sacks and a couple chests here and there.
Some supplies, basically, like supplies, and then just
Supplies and
prisoner,
possibly
like,
loot.
All right, I'll quickly be like, oh my, let's see. Let's see. One could get the equipment for everyone, or one could try to take care of this person. But he is a friend that does not know he is a friend yet. I shall get things for my new friends. And walks over to the supplies and quickly grabs like, actually before he turns, like, real quick, what color was your bag?
Green.
All right.
Green. It was green.
I hope I do not confuse your equipment.
Give me a perception. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. He's like, I hope I know what the color green is.
Oh no, we're
No,
green colorblind.
All right, he has a +5, so let's see, quick perception check. 9. It was a 19. It turned over to the 4. Damn.
You see at least 2 green bags. One that is situated more over here, and one that is situated here.
I suppose I will grab this one since I am closer to it. And goes and grabs it and quickly will toss it over there. I will say, here, you might need this. And throws it to the goblin, this green bag, and I will give them bardic inspiration as I do that.
All right.
Basically, you hear, yeah.
You just grab the closest green bag you have, and it lands about right in the doorway.
Yeah, here, you might need this. Good luck with that. I do not want to hurt anybody.
All right.
Please tell me that's actually it.
I don't know. You said a green. You said a green bag.
Can I make a perception check to see if it's my green bag?
On your turn.
Okay.
Which I suppose it would be.
No?
After the monk, yeah.
It will be soon, but for now, it's TJ's turn.
Oh, and yeah, I'll move away from the door because I don't really know what that door is. I was grabbing the bag. Yeah.
All right.
Well, it sounds like the fun started without us.
What color was your bag?
So, Furbolg, care to take a chance with me?
Context. Sure.
Oh my.
Yeah, I'm just gonna face that.
All right.
Easy.
In a flash of fey light, you appear to free yourself instantly of your manacles and sort of land up on a little makeshift crate.
See, your solution was a lot more elegant than mine.
So is this one, and I'm going to snap my fingers at the door and cast knock.
All right.
You have knock. You're my favorite person.
The problems we've had with doors. Damn right, I took knock.
We have history. We have history.
I'm so glad that Gurn said something because mine was gonna be a lot more awkward.
So,
just remember what knock does.
yes,
Anyway.
as I will describe, you.
Oh boy, and I'm right next to it.
They flick of the wrist and a turning motion of a key. You instantly open this door with a loud and thunderous. Bloody hell! You too,
Sorry.
son of a bitch!
7'10" kobold. Kobold?
Kobold.
7'10" furbolg
Kobold.
in the doorway. Like, I'm gonna have to duck to get through this doorway, but you better start running.
Yeah, I'm like, I was gonna be like, yes, I am very loud.
All right.
As I
At this
probably do
point,
a quick glance
you-
over, like the whole head turns a 360. Oh, I see.
At this point, you begin to hear footsteps above you on the roof as
the
you
hell was
seem
that?
to have alarmed a commotion.
That was now everybody knows that door's open.
How long does it take to put on heavy armor? 1 minute, right?
About a minute.
To take it off is a minute. To put it on is 10 minutes.
Ah, that's right.
Fuck.
Mm.
All right.
Yep.
Looks like I'm going 7 armor this combat. Let's go.
Maybe you should have been like me with 14 natural, baby. Oh.
Mm.
Excuse me, it's my natural armor that makes me 7.
All from
With that,
We'll
we
be
are back at the
fine.
top of the round at round 2. Rana, you're up.
I just
All right.
tossed you a greenback.
Would it be an action or a bonus action to look through the bag?
That would be a free action.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to grab the bag and open it up. Is it mine?
You grab the bag and you already feel like the heavy tug, the reminiscent of your heavy load of equipment.
Okay.
The scene-
I am going to put on my medallion.
Right.
And grab my shield and my hammer, and then run out charging at this.
All right.
And I am going to smash him with my hammer.
As you
All
run
right.
by, was that request to go? Oh, I suppose that was your bag.
Roll to hit.
Just run out angry.
Get him!
Okay. Not one.
Oh,
no!
no.
Poor
Holy
Ruby.
Oh!
At least we got our first crit before the first nat one in this stream.
Mhm.
Actually,
And it was
well,
for
yeah.
me accidentally punch him in the back of the head.
It's worth. It's worth.
Oh, my man, I'm just gonna put this right in front of the traps. Don't worry about it.
The what?
Oh,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So
What
he
thing in the
sees
trash?
this small little. Don't worry about it. He sees the small goblin taking charge and running down the corridor of shelves. As he sort of, you bring the hammer up and he just like smacks it away. Spicy little thing.
I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if
put
you've
you
ever
in your
seen
place.
Freakazoid, but it's like Hero Boy. I must succeed. Ah, just run out.
I imagine that scene from freaking was it Guardians of the Galaxy where Groot is just chasing the guys,
Ah.
Yeah.
screaming. Anything else?
what am I?
Oh, by the way, you still do have
Might
a
as
bardic.
well.
It's a bardic that's a D6, by the way. I forgot to mention that.
It wouldn't have mattered for that now.
Yeah, I mean, just
Yeah.
for later. It lasts for 10 minutes, so if you need it.
Alrighty. Bonus action: Shield of Faith.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey.
I bring up my shield and a red liquid starts to pour from it as it forms into a tower shield.
All right.
Oh,
My Shield of Faith.
With that, it is now Scarlet's turn.
Okay. I would like to go into stealth mode if I may.
It's gonna be a little tricky. They know you're escaping. They know you're there. So
Yeah, but
to
I want
try
to
to
see
remain
if
out of
he's...
sight, give me a stealth check.
Okay, I want
I
to
mean,
see
there's
if
shells you can
he's.
tuck behind. Yeah.
I want to see if he's distracted enough by these two that I can just kind of slip by a little bit.
Hey, give me a stealth check.
Right?
That's true. We are very distracting.
You are. Nat
That's
one.
Not one.
That is embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. It's not like they're getting
I'm
stronger.
gonna
every now
very
one.
exclusively
Uh-oh.
mind you. What the fuck is that?
I don't know. It sounds like Doom's approaching.
What?
Okay.
Something I picked
know
up
I
from
failed
Cobalt
that.
Press.
Huh?
No.
Don't worry about it.
Ah,
I
don't worry
feel
about
like I
it.
should be worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, let's keep going.
S- Scarlet,
It's just a little black dye. It's just a little black dye.
Scarlet, things seem to be lit up by candlelight around here. The pirates are at attention here, and it's a very difficult try for you to like try to remain hidden, quiet, or unseen.
Okay. So he's gonna dart on out and try to make his way over to where the supplies are at.
All right.
I believe your equipment is over there. Is it
Gonna-
a green bag? That is over there.
I would already know what it is when I see it, I'm sure.
Give
I'm
me
pretty sure mine is the only black bag.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That's just a straight roll. So
What do your eyes see?
my IC 16.
16. Yep. Just between where the green bag was and here, you see your black bag.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab it.
All right. Need to move a little 5-4 feet, and you will have
Okay.
your bag.
Okay. And I'm going to ready my daggers.
All right. Rummage through,
If I
and
remember
you
correctly,
grab the quickest weapon you know capable of.
my daggers are plus dex and a 1d6.
D4.
D4.
D4 plus
D4.
your
Got it.
D4 plus your dex piercing.
Okay. Just double checking that because. Alright. And with that, I think what I want to do is after finding my dagger, is I want to try and aim it at the pirate over there
All right.
as like an attack.
Certainly. Roll the hit.
Okay. Are you freaking kidding me?
Guys!
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to throw a dagger when the boat is turning like that, you know?
Guys, what are these rolls?
Not good.
It kind of reminds me of Kung Fu Hustle, where you throw it and the knife just bounces back into your legs.
So you throw the dagger, the bows, and like immediately turns as you see your arm goes up, and he sort of like bites to the side and just sort of bounces off the shelf spot over to his side.
I'm not going to lie, he's pretty good at defending.
Just the most deadpan stare at Joust.
I mean, you have to admit, he's got the skills to pay
Just
the
shut up
bill.
and fight.
I don't want to fight.
No, but it seems the bosun does. As
Mhm.
he immediately brings out he tosses his hammer to the side and he pulls out a hook.
Oh.
All right, we're gonna drag you back in there. And he is going to go for Drana. That's a 21 to hit.
Oh,
That hits.
oh my.
Oh, damn.
You're going to be taking 8 piercing damage and are now
Ow.
grappled by his hook.
I don't think Shield of Faith is concentration, right?
It is not.
Okay.
Oops.
Which is what is really good about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, no, it's really good.
So like you try to bring
Sure,
your
okay.
tower shield up, but his hook goes across your shoulder and just like sinks into you.
Oh.
I mean, he does have like 1.5 feet to you, so it makes sense.
Yep, that's what he's gonna do. At this point, the commotion has brought down a few more friends.
Oh, great.
Yo
Hi,
ho, yo ho,
welcome.
yo ho, yo ho, yo ho.
Oh god, that guy's got a crossbow.
Great.
Oi, Pete, you having trouble there? Don't let our spoils get in the way. They will be for the initiative. Gurg,
Excellent.
doors open.
Furball ducks down, steps through here. He's like, I see. 5, 10,
Hello,
15,
excuse
20.
me. As you like kind of move past him, sorry. You see, he politely takes off his hat. Good afternoon. As he walks by.
My quarterstaff's probably somewhere back there. We're not going to worry about it.
You got them hands, though.
Actually, Santa's.
All right.
That's when Gurg cocks his hands. Oh
Hey,
shit!
The Furball's cracking his knuckles as he walks up. And that's when the spectral fists follow slightly behind. And then, as I'm walking past Pyro Bosun number 1, it's like, punch. But of course, I'm still cracking my knuckles.
God,
Flank
I
with
thought we put the good manacles on him.
You did.
You must have had trouble putting me away. I don't remember much currently, though. I assume I
Oh.
advantage?
Yeah, you are flanking with Drana.
Wonderful.
Joe, golden wind.
Oh, it didn't roll twice. Fish for that crit. Oh, wait, hold up. If this is 20. Nope. Okay, 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
punch.
Trying to gotten those
So-
cups at the dollar store. All right, as he's keeping the hook into Drana, he feels like the punches back to his shoulder blades as these arms are go flying.
And then Elafi will take one more step this way, and I will bonus action patient defense.
Ooh.
As the arms, that is to say, Elafi has his hands up facing this guy, the pirate, and the arms after the punch turn to face the ranger.
I don't know why my brain immediately went to like this like Shiva pose.
Patient
like,
defense
Like-
does not stop an opportunity attack, does it?
No, it does not.
All right.
Does not.
He is going to try to hit you.
Okay.
Try. We'll see. Does a
Does have disadvantage on the attack roll because I did use patient defense, of course.
was that before or after you moved out of his range?
Before.
In
Makes
that
sense.
case, a 14 to hit.
Miss.
He tries to swing a light hammer at you, and you, as much as your size would say you're a big target, you are definitely moving out of the way.
That's my
My
turn.
size says I'm a small target, but I'm definitely not.
You're a risky target. Joust, you're up.
Glancing over to where the bags are, I suppose my fancy looking red bag is around.
Yeah, yours is the reddest one in the room.
Yeah, yes, I put a feather in it to remember that. It's
Right
like
over
there's
there.
a gaudy looking like, where was it? Over.
Right next to where the axe is.
All right. Yeah, you see, he just like, I will get it. He quickly walks around 5'10", and you see he'll grab and just like a gentleman must defend a lady's honor. As you see, he has a very thin, very not great looking rapier, but it's still like, this has led me through many a battle. As he gets up there and he's like, have at you, sir. And he will come over there. He's like, I don't think the lady wants you getting her hooks in her. And we'll go over and just like, I go to like, he's like, parry, riposte, and goes to stab.
Yeah, roll with advantage. You are flanking with
yes, so
Gurg.
that is a D20 plus. I think
My
it's
character's just rolling his eyes, just like, yeah.
All right,
a robot
whatever.
that thinks he's a dandy, I guess. All right.
I suppose this is just where we're at.
You're like, I must have really hit my head because this is just stupid. All right, we got a 19 on the first one, and we'll see if we fish for that crit real quick. No, so a 19 on the first
19
one.
will definitely do it.
So yeah, it's with a quick,
Roll-
like
roll
quick
for eye rolling, yeah.
stick throw him.
Roll for eye rolling.
Rolling your eyes is a free action.
Hey!
All right, so it's gonna be a D8 plus 2. D8 plus 2. Oop, not 22. I don't want to screenshot either. Go.
Take a picture of all their
It will
wonderful
be 4
rolls.
damage,
4 damage. All right.
and then I will turn and just you see like after stab it turns. It says, "Are you all right? All right? All right?" As the word "all right" rings, he'll do a healing word to you, Drana.
Okay.
All right. Since that is a bonus action,
Nice.
because I am a bard and I have a lot of cool ass shit to do.
How much did you heal me for?
That is a good question. What was healing word again? It's
D4.
D4 plus mod.
D4 plus 1. D4 plus mod, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So, of course, first level, because we don't need to burn all these big slots right now. Because we got a D4 plus my charisma is still 4, I believe. Yes. Yes, it is. So I am a very charismatic bard, apparently. Even though
We
I am a
have
robot.
the best boombox.
Autobots, roll out. We got 5. You get 5 back, so that was the lowest it could.
Got the weenie heal.
Got the weenie heal, but bonus. So yeah, you
What
see
the
like his
shit?
arm is like, just like parrying, attacking. He's not even looking where he's stabbing. He's like Pearl from Steven Universe. Like, are you all right? And that will be his turn.
All right.
And yeah,
With that, TJ, you're up.
a lady must be defended. Ting, ting, ting.
And we can peek out. We can survey situation. Ooh,
What is going on here?
You're seeing quite the menagerie breaking free as the pirates are trying to contain the situation.
Hmm.
Smooth criminal comes in. Slides in. Oh my god! Who's that guy? Michael Jackson was covered, man.
How's he looking so far?
He's been a little battered, but you know he's still trying to. He still thinks he's in control.
He thinks he is.
Oh. That's a shame.
Probably bolstered by the fact that he has his friends along the way.
His reinforcements, yeah. Is it weird that I keep thinking that you're gonna be like Gambit and just throw out like a freaking card or something? Like,
You know,
Catapult spell on the card. I hope that's in the repertoire.
if it isn't, it is now.
just a very sharp card stabs into somebody's throat.
So when you say like all of our equipment is there, do I still have my ring?
They took all of your jewelry.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, the shelves are all around you.
True. It's just this limits things is all.
Are you trying to find your equipment?
You know, that's actually a better idea. Yeah, let me like search around, see if I can find a.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Okay, no.
You would think with such an extravagant repertoire as yours, you would find a shiny sequence bag, but it appears that they must have stowed it away in a chest or something, because you don't seem to find it.
Well, that makes everything more inconvenient, doesn't it?
I'm assuming you're looking for what?
Just a bag with a deck of cards in it. It'd be obvious.
Are you still able to do that?
Just means I have to do something a little bit different, that's all. It's like quickly double check which of my spells don't require a component.
Cantrip, probably.
Cantrip, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with cantrips.
Do we have
Don't got a
anything
sword, just do a vicious mockery. Just brains out.
Just diss them to the grave.
Tell him his mother was a salamander. You know, the classics.
That's when the robot says, "I'm sorry, no maidens." Oh,
Maidens.
no maidens.
No, we'll just go. Okay, since I'm at a loss of options here, we'll do a classic firebolt.
A firebolt. Let's go. All
Hey,
right, roll a hit.
yo.
That seems like a good idea on a wooden ship.
Oh, I have worse ideas for a wooden ship. Don't worry.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, the powder supply.
That's a 21.
21 definitely hits him.
Dang,
Very nice.
shot.
Just a 1d10. All right, 6 damage, and whatever the fire does, if he has anything flammable.
And it begins to singe his coat and burn his skin as he's just like, he's trying to keep the hook intact, but he's also trying to like bat away the fire. He is definitely now bloodied.
Yeah, these are some tough pirates.
The first pirate stuff. The rest might not be so tough.
I mean, the guy with the crossbow has one bigger than my head.
Anything else?
Let's see how you say it.
Oops, sorry, did I flip that? My bad. I was just trying to rotate.
What are you talking about? That absolutely did work.
Huh? What?
The
Never mind.
the bottom
On the
of his
bottom,
figure.
it says, "Well, that didn't work."
Wait, what?
I kid you not. You look at it, it says, "Well, that didn't work."
Yeah, you have
How
to
did you
put
have
that
to
on
do that?
specifically.
You
That's so awesome.
You could customize,
Anything you want on the
baby.
bottom, yeah.
I love that.
Not sponsored by Hero Forge, just a fan.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, Euroforge, hit us
Please
up,
sponsor
baby.
us.
Hit us
Please
up.
sponsor us.
Please.
God,
Pretty close.
Anyway,
wouldn't that be amazing?
Anyway,
You can get that.
Alright.
Anyway.
Well, you look like you can handle yourself. Duck back in.
all right, you duck back into the brig. Top
Just rolls his eyes again. Yes, because I've been doing so well. So
that puts us at round 3 with Drana.
All right.
Let's go.
You have a hook in you.
Drana looks at the hook as I assume she's bleeding a little bit.
Oh, I healed you up a little bit.
I mean, I
Fine.
suppose that goes without saying. He did just stick a hook in you.
Yeah, fair. Her blood begins to boil as an explosion of blood comes out of her. Please give me a con save, God. I am casting no word of radiance.
Okay. That is
Excuse me, miss. Do you need a handkerchief? You seem to be bleeding.
that is an 11.
All right, he gets it.
All right.
Let's see. Clear dice. 6 radiant damage.
Oh my god.
He is barely standing.
My eyes! My eyes!
Like,
Alright.
from the banter of like knocking it off to like focusing on keeping you in check, he is like running out of his options and he's in like fight or flight mode.
Alright.
That's aiming at Move.
And I can't move since he has me grappled.
Yep, you would have to use your action to make an athletics or acrobatics save. You use your spell.
Yeah. I technically could bonus action another spell, but I don't want to because I only have 1 spell slot left. But anyway. I have my turn.
Scarlet.
All right. 15, 20. All right. No. Go this way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other dagger that I had in my bag and I'm going to try and stab him.
All right, go for a stabby stab.
All right. And please. Hey, 19.
19 hits.
All right, cool. Oh, finally, something fucking hits.
As Scarlet leans in and says, "For the watch."
All right, and that is a 4.
And then you got your sneak attack.
4.
damage.
So
Oh, my sneak attack? Oh shit. What is my sneak attack damage?
And then add your
think it's
Dex modifier
2d6.
after too.
Yeah.
So that's a +2 plus a 4 plus 2 is 6, and then my sneak attack is
2d6.
2d6. Okay. And then
Oh,
and then I've got this.
And rogues do
5.
1 attack, but they do a lot of damage.
So 5, 9, 11.
11.
11 in total.
You stab through his ribs and puncture his lung. As the grip of the hook comes loose, Drana, you are free from the grapple. As this pirate bosun falls down, dead from the stab.
I guess we pushed your button.
Ooh.
I got to write that one down. He says as he looks for his bag. I should have gotten my journal.
Right, Scarlet, anything else?
Let's see. I've got
You got movement.
15 feet of movement left. So what I would like to do is try and find some fucking cover. So 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna move over to here. That's the best cover that I can possibly get at the moment.
All right, you sort
Do
of
you wanna
like
try and
you sort of
stealth?
like scoot yourself between the shelves and the wall as you try to take cover from the ranger.
Mm-hmm. And that's my turn.
Scarlet, did you want to try and stealth with your cunning action?
Yes, please.
Because Rogue's got that bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did
try to give me a stealth check.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
it's a little
I
chaotic.
mean, one pirate still has line of sight with you, but doesn't mean you can't hide from this one.
25 in total.
25. All right.
Yeesh.
I do not exist. I have disappeared.
That it is the Bosun's turns.
I just stabbed Frank. Oh god.
I took out Scotty.
Scotty, no.
Wasn't his name Steve before?
I called him Scotty because I loved him. Like,
Aw.
Shut your
I'm so
gob,
sorry.
you big ape. And they're both
You
gonna
what?
try to bonk the furbolg.
Mm-hmm.
yada. Like, oh, so you
17
approach me.
Disadvantage on all attack rolls.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
Still a
patient
17.
Oh my
17 just hits.
All right. So this first one will be 3 slashing damage.
3. Okay.
Second attack. If that just hits, then this one's going to. Well.
Oh yeah.
Alright. It's gonna be their turn. You're up, Gerg.
No, it's obvious my friends are very capable here of killing you. You want to put your weapons down. And I will roll to grapple the guy in front of me.
Okay. Blue shirt.
Yes.
Alright, so that's contested strengths. At my number.
This is something that Luffy technically isn't particularly good at. Technically. But sometimes the dice say yes.
God damn.
Something about 19s with you guys today.
No, 19.
Yep, as you just take your large furbolg arm and just clasp it on his shoulder and sort of like put your weight on him. He's trying to like struggle against it, but he's unable to move. You have him grappled.
And grapple doesn't count as an attack, right?
It would be considered an action.
It's an attack. It's in the place of an attack, I think. Basically.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just checking for the purposes of monkey punchy bonus action things. All right. That is it for this turn. I'm not concerned about getting punched by one guy. That is if they even survive the next turn. I will actually take a little 5 feet of movement to get myself to here and be like, you're going to put down your weapons too? Turn to the guy I'm not grabbing. And that's my turn.
All right. Joust. Yep, buddy.
Friend, are you all right? You sprayed a lot of blood at that man.
Yeah. I'm fine. It just, yeah. I just, my wounds don't heal so easily.
Sounds like you have a lot going on. I would like to hear about that. Adventure awaits.
That's my line.
Yeah, you see like the whole head like an owl turns. Adventure awaits. Ah. Because he learned watching you run and he's like, I must run at them and scream, and just like run at the
You
sky.
become a bad influence on the robot.
He's
On the poor
learning. It's a
robot.
self-aware machine. And then he says, I will give you one chance. Surrender or perish. Hello, I remember you. You like to play with darts.
What are you up to, Joust?
Oh yeah, I was just seeing if he said anything. I'm like, okay, then I guess we're doing this the hard way. And then he will, he'll raise the rapier and he says, "Have at you."
By the end of the campaign, you mean by the end of the session?
Yes. But I think it's still plus. Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking it's different every time. I'm like, no, it's still the same. We got a 15.
15 hits.
Yeah. Haha. and he goes to give him a little stabby stab with a
Pokey
D8.
poke.
Give a little Shawshank Redemption, little stab.
God.
5. He's not very strong. Well, I mean, he's pretty good dexterity, but he's not really more of a combat. Seems he's made for fine arts and not battle.
All right.
So he does that, and let's see, bonus action. Anyone else need a bardic?
I will take one if you have one to spare.
Yeah, and he turns his like, listen, friend, I saw what you did, and murder, although is unprofessional,
What?
it seems that it is all right as an adventurer.
Wait, who are you talking to?
I am talking to the friend in the walls. Ow, I fell. As he gets back up, yeah. Basically,
Oh God, it's all falling apart. Stop touching my stuff.
Basically, he'll turn and be like, although I cannot see you, you need to hear me, my friend in the wall. I believe in you, and you shall be able to stab from the shadows. You are the dagger in the night. And yeah, as I believe, the night begins to shine. And that would be another bardic to you. It is a D6. It'll last for about. It's probably been about 1 minute, so 10 minutes for you, 9 minutes for Ruby.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be his
Thank
turn.
you.
Keeping my reaction up if we need it.
All right. DJ.
So, yeah, he's like, stab, and he's just like fencing at him away. Yep.
Let's see if we can't cut to the chase. 10, 15, 20.
Oh, I get it. That is a good joke.
25. Oh, no. When I
What?
tell a joke, there's far more profanity to it. Don't worry. You'll know the difference.
I'm sorry. I don't believe I've met. He's like.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Who are you?
Wait a minute. A new friend. I don't know
Preston
why I think.
matters at the moment.
Right. Friendship is the most important thing.
Oh, this suddenly became much more enjoyable as I'm going to face step over here.
All right.
You can just
Wow.
keep doing that?
He disappeared.
Uh,
Oh, wait. He moved 10 feet over.
Both. Okay. From both pirates, I need a DC 14 Wisdom save.
Ooh. Okay.
I like to think he looks and he's like, oh my goodness.
they
he
both
moved
failed.
away. Oh, wait. There he is.
They're both charmed.
Ah.
So you do Michael Jackson poof out. Just doom, doom. Wow.
If they're hostile, is that with disadvantage?
Let me double check.
You're an Eladrin, face step, right?
Up to 2 creatures of your choice can see within 10 feet of you, must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or be charmed for you for 1 minute, or until your companions deal any damage to them. Does not mention anything about hostile.
Okay. Some charm spells require them to be non-hostile.
Mhm.
But so yeah, they both fail. They are both now charmed. They're like going at this furball. They're like paying attention to the joust, and as soon as you set off your incantation, they sort of like get a little wearied eyed, just like I knew we were bringing the entertainer on, but I don't know. He seems like a really cool guy.
You know, when I asked them to put down their weapons, I didn't think they'd actually give up.
See, Joss quickly
No,
flicks him, he's
we're
like,
not done with you yet. It's our friend here that we need to try to situate.
Oh, your mistake.
I mean, if you want me to be entertaining, I can't really do it without my backup singers here.
They just sort of look at the giant furball like, a backup singer?
Oh, lovely baritone.
You took my accordion. You literally took my instrument.
and I support the harmonics.
I didn't know we were
I dance.
stealing a whole band. I thought you all know each other?
Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Deception check.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah,
I mean,
roll
look
me
at me. Why
deception
would
with
I
advantage because
mean,
they're
I'm
currently
a
charmed.
centerpiece.
Who's rolling this?
I need to roll deception, but
I'm hiding. I'm letting you guys handle this.
I like to think you're like next to a crate, like. Like,
and you said I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration on this.
yep,
All right.
it's gonna be a D6 you can add.
Natural 20.
Nat 20
Oh.
plus 4, so yeah.
24.
Wow.
I guess that guy just got in the way because he tried to stab you. Obviously, like.
She said, something feels off here. I believe you, but it's like we got our jobs to do. The captain made us catch you guys and off guard and stuff. It's just
Parlay.
Why don't you go sit down over in the back room and think it over?
Yeah, we'll talk it over to the captain and we'll prepare for our performance.
all right. Just
Excuse
we'll
me.
just. I'll let the captain know you guys are gonna be putting on a show for us. As you see, the Rangers go up the stairs and
I haven't let go of this guy for what it's worth.
you mind? Our friend's kind of a bloody mess over there.
I turn to my cage buddy and be like, how long does this last for?
What do you mean?
Get a little under it.
I suppose this is a simple charm. It should be about a minute or so.
Here,
I hear-
why don't you follow me this way? And I drag him back a couple steps. A little bit further.
He can't really fight too hard, so he's just...
This is going to be rough. This one doesn't need to die, does he?
What?
I opened the door behind me to check what's inside.
You see what appears to be an outhouse, sort of like built into the boat.
Of a tree.
A WC.
Put him in here.
You're gonna bully this guy.
Oh my god, are we gonna put his head in the toilet?
Yep.
Oh my god, yes! Let's bully him!
So what are y'all doing?
You see Joust quickly is like, well, wait. We have to think about the common thing
5,
first.
10.
I will take his things, and then you may put him in the outhouse.
Why do you need my things?
15.
Listen, I
20
trust you
feet
guys, but
dragging,
I
that's
don't think
the
the
most I can
band
move.
needs my stuff.
All right.
You're right. I am just the backup singer. I do not make these decisions.
While he's being dragged over to the door, can I do a sneak attack and just try to knock him unconscious?
Non-lethal sneak attack? Sure, you can go
Yes.
for it.
Non-lethal stab to the throat.
No, it's not a stab.
Whack.
It's a whack.
Give him a backhand in the back of
Oh,
the
whack.
temple.
You can
You
roll,
know,
you can roll to hit if
it's
you'd like.
like how Batman saw Michael.
Oh my god!
Let's go!
There we
Wow.
go.
It's seamless. There it is.
It's Scarlet Judo Chop! Oh.
2d4, 4d6. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal.
That's a
judo
heavy
chop.
concussion.
He's gonna be out for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
You just put him in a crate. He's just gone.
No, we're gonna take him to the fucking WC. We're gonna put him in the toilet.
Yeah. And then lock the door so no one thinks
Yeah, lock the door.
about it.
Easy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't think people go unconscious when you hit them that hard from around a corner behind crates. but that
I need to
was
see the damage
impressive.
that this is getting rolled.
Yeah, let's see that damage.
Oh shit.
I think it's
I'm not just giving
2d4.
this to you. Roll damage.
It's 2d4.
You
You said
double all your
4.
damage dice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
2d4 and then 46.
Oh god.
Because you
And
suck
then
at
plus your modifier.
Okay.
Gob, how does your crit rule work with sneak attack?
Double dice.
So yeah, if it's 2d6, it would bring it to 46. Yeah.
And
So
like I said,
3d6.
crits always do average. anything below average, you just raise it up.
3 here and 8 here. So that's 11.
So we're gonna use the crit roll, and these numbers about to get way higher.
And plus 2, that's a 13 overall.
As Gurg's like dragging this pirate here, he's like, wait, you're taking my son, you do poof. Just the pommel of your dagger just on the sheer top of his head just rattles the foundations as he just like poof, goes limp. Can you roll me a d4 real quick?
Oh, okay. 4.
4? Yeah, he's gonna be out for 4 hours.
Excellent. He's gonna be out for quite a while.
So
That being
I
said,
believe the medical way to survive being knocked unconscious is to take a long nap.
you're on a bit of a time crunch here, but you are technically out of combat.
Okay.
I'm going to grab
said
this
we-
body and shove it down the toilet.
You drag this bloodied corpse through into the outhouse and just shove his head face first in the toilet, shutting the door behind you.
All right.
Shall we find our things before the captain realizes we're not putting on a show?
Joust looks
That
slightly,
sounds like a good idea.
slightly
yes.
sad, and he's like, "We are not doing on a show because I had a song already prepared."
Oh, we're gonna put on a show, just not a musical one.
Oh, the kind of one that involves murder.
I still don't have time to get my armor on.
I mean, it seems like you have the best time right now. Could cause
If
a
I help you,
distraction.
do you think you could do it?
We could all help you put on
Alright.
armor pieces to help speed it along, I suppose.
I'll allow
I
it.
do not need to put on armor.
All right. So usually she wears it under her dress, but for right now she's wearing it over.
Dire times and dire measures.
Yeah. No one cares about style.
I'm just
At this
gonna-
point, with the threat of combat out of your minds, you are able to sift through these supplies and eventually find your equipment. If you want to do some more sleuthing, you can give me an investigation check. See if you can find any special loot.
Oh, I can do that.
I'm just gonna help the goblin get her armor on.
All right.
Yeah. The goblin's taking time to get her armor
That's
on.
a 17 investigation.
17. All right. Well, you do find that your equipment was indeed in a chest. As you open it up, you see your supply pack. As you're sort of like sifting through the rest of the stuff, you see a couple, some coin purses, a set of thieves' tools.
I'll take those.
Eventually, though, you come across what appears to be this long metal pole. It appears to have 2 horses on the opposite sides of the end of the stick, in this sort of like reining, galloping motion. And at the center of it, a button.
May I see that? I believe I could identify it.
Please do. I am not versed in horse stick. I'll hand it over.
Well, I have seen plenty of sticks. And I
I'm
suppose
sure
it'll be an
you
arcana.
have.
It'll be an arcana check, I suppose.
Speaking over the goblin as I'm helping her get a piece on. Just like, if one of you guys could grab my my staff and my accordion. I think that's all I brought.
I'll find it while I take a look at this stick. And I
You're
will
trying to
admit
identify
it.
the stick.
For a 17 arcana.
All right,
That's-
just
that's what
let me tell you to make the roll before you make it, please, next time.
Oh.
But yeah, 17.
As I presumably find this was a bag with a stick in it. As I'm looking at the other stick and hand over his quarterstaff.
In comparison to the stick you just looked at and are investigating, you just hand over the Furbolg's quarterstaff as well as the satchel that was tied to it.
Ah, a bindle. Here you go.
Mhm.
Joust, you've never seen a stick like this before. It's almost like the size of a baton. You imagine whatever power lies within it. Like, you could tell it's magical in nature, but it appears to be incredibly sturdy and strong.
It is some sort of magical instrument, perhaps activated by pressing said button in the center. But presumably, by the rules of the gentleman, finders, keepers, you have earned this staff.
You give it back to DJ.
That is the rule of the gentleman.
All right.
And I'll hand it back, because, like, next time, I hope I can find a stick almost as good as that one.
I'm sure a fine automaton like you will find a much better stick.
What is an automaton?
It's hard to explain right now. Let's try to focus on what to do next.
Ah, yes. I suppose we should all have a quick introduction. Greetings. I am Joust, Journeyman, Oratory, Utility, Service, Technology.
That's a long name.
Just call me Joust, Home Slice.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
Did you really?
You
I'm
That is
beginning
what
to regret this.
that is what a kid told me one time. Or a youth, as they call them.
This is what I woke up to.
But either
Well-
way, now we are in knee-deep in enemy territory. What is our plan of escape?
Well, we can either go upstairs or we can wait for them to come to us.
Luffy
We are at-
flexes his ghost arms that are still kind of just chilled and be like, probably punching.
Yes, but do we go guns blazing, or should we try to reason with our captors?
I don't think that reasoning is really on the table at this point.
Yeah, the
We're
one that
borrowed
walked
time.
upstairs that was friendly for a moment probably isn't going to be friendly for long, right?
Well
You
then.
said a minute?
Well,
Yeah,
then.
let's
we
move
don't-
forward.
We do not have long.
Hey! You sons of bitches! As you just
There we
hear
go.
the banging on the outhouse.
You should
Yeah,
have
you
went
go
longer.
Fast?
Wait, I thought that was 4 hours.
Is it 4 hours?
Yeah, it was 4 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
I retract that.
You see, he's waking up, open up, and just give a conk of the head and just close it with a bar. Like, there we go.
Alrighty.
Back
moving.
into unconsciousness. I push him
No,
back.
it doesn't take
into
4
the
hours to put
toilet.
armor on. Oh my god.
Thank you. That was
Ah,
annoying.
It'd be it'd be 10 minutes, well, an hour, yeah.
Yeah.
What now with her very fancy chainmail on? She's got. Drana will try to lead the way, I guess.
All right.
If you want, you got hurt pretty bad. I can lead.
Real quick, I want to see
I'm
what's
fine.
in this door.
I promise. As you'll notice, the hole in her shoulder has not actually stopped bleeding, but still.
Ooh.
Oh,
Mhm.
I believe you might be quote unquote anemic.
I know. And she heads upstairs.
Real quick
Okay.
before we go, I'd like to just glance at least inside this. Yeah, just
Alright.
like
The
beacon.
door's unlocked.
Hmm.
You hear what appears to be the sounds of steam, pistons, an engine room that keeps this ship propelled and moving forward. It appears to be in this sort of, for lack of better terms, autopilot state where it's keeping the boat moving forward while it doesn't require too much maintenance back here. You see this large stone in the center that appears to be attached to all the mechanisms. It appears to be what's powering it.
It seems these are the mechanical components of it. We are at a steady half speed according to the gauges. Yep.
All right, before we do anything else,
I
I am
almost-
cast Maybe Dark.
Yeah, I almost forgot something.
Okay.
TJ gets
Will be
done.
just-
Right.
because find a list along with the stick. a ledger, which appears to have your descriptions on it.
And yeah,
You
I'll
may
close
read
the
it
door
or
behind me.
keep it to yourself at your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself or whatever happens next, and then I'll take a minute to read over that.
Yes, you had stick. Stick very good.
To throw that reference there somehow.
You gotta have a stick. It's just a little guy with a stick.
I have a stick. It's not an impressive stick.
Ruby, as you're making your way closer up to the stairs, you begin to hear an argument breaking out upon the second floor. It appears that the pirate that has been sent up here to charm is arguing with the pirates who are not convinced at all that there is a band underneath them.
We put a band in the brig. Are you kidding me?
No! We picked them up one by one meticulously! They were not together! They're not a band! That's what they told me! And you believed them?
Should I interrupt the argument?
No,
Or-
no, please let them continue. I want to see how long this lasts.
Okay, I'm going to lean up against the wall.
Elafi will start to step past and be like, if you're not going to interrupt, I will.
Okay, I'll follow you then.
All right, I suppose we will go. I will lead from behind, as a great leader always told me to do.
Alright. Are we moving forward?
So I guess it would be
Yep.
like
Yep.
that and the rogue probably at the very back.
As we're moving up, can I ask approximately how
Yeah,
much
I'll
time
go
has
there.
passed?
Since when?
Since we started putting
My
Drana's
armor.
armor on.
It's been the solid 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Okay, good. I still have my
Perfect.
fists up.
Alright.
Yeah, we probably really rushed getting drawn up, like equipped up, like pauldrons, side pieces, all that on real quick.
It's mostly just chainmail, not too hard. Anyway,
It's true. It's true.
and Elafi will lead the way. Well, or Drana can.
I'll let you do it.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll go second.
Set up here.
I think we would be coming out the right side, yeah.
Few more folks.
Oh man, look at that guy.
They
It's
appear to be
Gangrene
sitting at their
Steve.
tables. You see like a set of cards that are being played on the table. You see a chef in the kitchen just like bad mouthing the ranger who came up from his inspection of the prisoners. No, I'm serious. Look, they'll tell you. As he just points to you.
And that's when the
Oh,
ghost
see-
just
see,
punches him
now you
across
guys
the
are-
face.
While the rest of them just lurch up from their tables like, are you kidding?
Oh my god, he's not joking.
Uh,
Jeez.
Yeah, roll for initiative, everybody.
All right.
Hooray.
I still need to.
Much better
Not
than
as
before,
good.
for me at least.
Not as good this time. Okay.
Hey, slightly better.
Oh, way better this time.
Way worse.
Mm.
Yeah, and this
They
time
weren't
we're
ready
ready
for
for
us.
you.
Yeah, that holds true.
It tracks that they're like, oh my god, he actually wasn't joking. Oh god. It's like,
Not only did you believe them, you let them out.
Game of weapons. And the guy's like, you know what? Honestly, I think I might have made a mistake. I guess he's like, get sucker
You know,
punched.
in hindsight, maybe I have made a critical error.
All right, everybody in position.
Yeah, I think we're all
Mhm.
slowly coming up, and the monk is at the very top of
Single
the stairs.
file.
All right.
No
in that
pushing.
case, DJ, you're up.
Staircase kind of full right now.
You
There
you can
is
walk past them as
another
long as you
one
don't end your
behind.
turn within them.
Oh, I know, but then I end up, right where our,
Next to
ranger
your charmed buddy?
next to a charm. But well, I don't know how well the charm still lasts.
Lasts
Probably
for
been
an
longer
hour.
than a minute.
Yeah, but he's still probably really convinced, man. You did
no,
a nat
no.
20.
No, correction. Like it lasts a minute.
Oh, it's that one. Okay.
It's not like it's not a full charm person. It's just
Yeah,
it's charm for a minute.
Okay.
that seems kind of funny though that he would still be trying to put his case on. It's like, okay, listen, guys.
After the first minute, he just didn't want to lose face. Clearly.
Yeah.
After he got up here, he's like,
He
yeah,
really
yeah,
did not want to
yeah.
get embarrassed in front of the captain,
He
and
really got to double down on his story.
yeah.
Like the bit with the accordion. Oh, right. Didn't you roll like a 26 or something? 24 deception check? That's what did it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was a nat 20.
yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
All right, TJ, what you doing?
If I go up the other steps, can I get to the top in 30?
10,
5,
15, 20, 25.
15,
You would reach
20.
you would reach the next section in 30, right by the bridge or by the stairs.
Oh, goody. With no room to duck out afterwards. Okay, let's start getting fun. I frantically go through everything I have now. Alright, so yep, I will end up there.
All right, you see a table of pirates and a frustrated cook who has just thrown his pot down and ready to like draw a sword.
How sturdy does this boat look?
Oh,
It seems to be fairly sturdy.
This is a concerning question.
Don't
So-
be shattering the hole, man.
We're in the middle of the boat. How bad could it get?
I mean, unless you're
Um.
proficient with carpentry's tools, then you'd have to do like an intelligence check.
I mean, I can do an intelligence check.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll. See if you can tell how sturdy this boat is.
Don't fuck it up.
12.
12.
It's a boat.
You really haven't been on boats for performances or done card tricks for people on boats before. You've mostly only just observed them at the docks, and I mean, how durable can wood be after all?
I mean, there's a lot of it. Look at it. It's all made of wood. That's true. There's a lot of wood over here. Hmm.
All right, then. Now I've got my ring back. At least I get to do something else. So
5 of them.
The black.
okay, so
Wasn't-
I can't shatter the boat. I'll do something else. Yeah, okay, spoil sport.
There's nothing
Alright.
stopping you.
I mean, you could. It's just, when this place starts filling with water, then you'll have to figure it out.
No, just aim high. It'll be fine.
That's why I didn't do it at the bottom of the boat.
Well, I mean, we're in the middle of the boat. We're not even close to the top.
It's your move.
Let me cast a chromatic orb.
Attic orb. All right. You pull out.
Oh yeah, dropping
I assume you pull out a card of diamond.
Well, yeah. Well, I will. Yeah. Well, now that he's got his cards, like one hand is fanned out and the other one is just quickly drawing it and aiming it straight at the bosun, and this will glow. This will make his ring glow.
Which bosun?
Middle one.
Middle bosun. Got it.
with the gun.
The one with the gun.
Look out, he's got a gun.
Yeah.
You idiots, we all have guns.
Look out, man, he's got a gun.
Oh
Natural
my
20.
god.
Oh yes. As he's like,
Chromatic
oh,
orb was
wait
the
a minute, that's not a. Oh my
Holy
god.
cow.
Barbosa.
All right.
Chromatic
friggin'
orb is
crit
such a
chromatic,
good
all right.
spell to get a crit. Oh my god! Roll them dice.
Just gotta remember.
Nothing up my
Just gotta remember
sleeve,
our
and neither
crits
up
are average.
yours.
So
Right.
Oh my god.
we want our crits here to feel like crits.
Let's make it cold damage and freeze him up.
All right.
Oh my god. Who's God is my witness? He's broken in half.
Okay, new wizard. Do I add any like modifier or anything to a spell attack?
No, it'd be the same.
It would just be the
modifier to
spell's
your spell
damage.
attack. It's
Okay.
your damage, but it's doubled.
Just making sure.
Oh, you're a wizard. I thought you
That's
were a sorcerer.
36.
Oh, 36 damage.
That's without
Oh.
the averaging the dice
Yep,
thing too.
that's
Oh,
Sir,
that's
I don't believe that one is getting up again.
Stop. He's already
As you fan the cards out and
dead.
your ring blasts this cold energy from the diamond you have embedded into it. This pirate bosun like tries to pull his gun out, and before he has the time to like reach out and stick his arm out, you blast him with this cold and it freeze him on the spot.
Oh, it's total like T-1000
That was-
Terminator.
Yeah, he
I'm gonna say
he
I'm
frozen
gonna-
pale blue dead.
I'm gonna say out of character what I've been holding back for a while now since this whole thing started. I'm in love.
See, I thought you were a sorcerer like Gambit style, but this is like fucking. I like
Nah, man.
Earth Angel, mind freak.
Anything else?
A
God.
quick shuffle of the cards in his hand, and that's the turn.
All right, well done.
Man, I thought it was gonna be like nothing up my sleeve.
Stop it. How dare you be styling? This is not fair. Be
Gerg, you're up.
beating her.
At first, I was worried about potentially running into the room and getting surrounded, but I have distinctly less worry all of a sudden.
My
I
action
think
economy has
Gerg's
increased.
Just like kind of just seeing this man who's just piles of ash and ice on the
15,
ground.
20.
Oh.
This pirate bosun that just watched the wizard rinse his one friend is probably gonna go for the wizard. So instead, I'm just gonna punch him from here.
You have a 10-foot reach?
Astral fist lets
Yes.
me 10-foot punch.
Thank you. All right.
Love it, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I punch.
All right, go ahead and punch him.
Welcome.
18.
18
Nice.
definitely hits.
For 7 damage.
And with that, across the table, you just reach your spectral fist out and just deck him across the temple.
And bonus action, I punch him again.
All right. Go for it.
Gotta love being a monk.
Do the Three Stooges like? Oh,
Yeah, that one might not hit.
13 hits.
Wow.
Wonderful.
Okay.
They're bosuns. They're not like armor-clad, pirates.
Yeah, minimum damage. Still 5.
Damage. All right.
ow! Slap him.
Still 12 damage, so, you know.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad.
pretty good.
Punch. And that's my turn.
This has definitely frustrated him. But it is now Joust's turn.
So, gauging what is this is bottom level. This is like second board. This is like probably the main deck
Correct.
to the right? Yeah, gotcha. All right. Knowing my thing, I'm like we're second down. All right. So I'm like I was thinking like cannot push them out the door. Better go up the stairs. Pardon me, my lady. So
Of course,
of
of
that's-
course.
he's
Go
good.
for it.
15 feet.
15. Yeah. And you see he comes out and he's just like, ah, this is the galley. I guess the other one was the pantry. See? Hello, I am the backup singer. Because
I trusted you. I believed in you.
Oh, you feel so betrayed.
as I look at him, I'm like, that's the problem. Actually, no, this would give me advantage right here if I'm.
Yes.
Yes, that's I was planning. I was like, wait, that's how I came up here. I come up here and I was like, yes, back up this, and I stab him. So we got an 18, and we'll see if we can get that crit. But no, 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
As I give him the old stab with a repeat. 8.
Forklift beef.
Beep, beep. Time to give him the old stab. 6 damage. So I give him a stab. Then I move over and I'm like, haha. Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
Really?
How much did we overkill this wizard? You
As
dealt so much damage.
as I go and stab him, I'm like, haha, oh wait, he's already dead. And like lays on the ground.
It's like you're just climbing up. It's like, I trust you. Just like gut stab. Just.
It's literally, I come up, it's like, E2, Brutus. Like, wow, that was actually a lot more effective than I thought. And I look at that, I say, oh well. And then I will, let's see. So Bardic's still on, not on the rogue. I think I got 2 more. Yeah, 2 more. Ooh, do I want to save them? Nah, I mean, we might as well use them up. I guess I will use... No, I could save them. I could save them for later. I will go... Yes, that's 5, 10, 15.
25 so
20.
far.
Yeah, I'll come up to the cooking, but like, have at you. I don't eat your cooking, but I hear it's pretty shit. And yeah, that's my turn. I'll be like, I see you have gangrene because of your bad food.
Don't insult my heritage, you bucket of scrap.
You wanna go? Let's go.
Scarlet, you're
He's
up.
clearly like a foot taller than me. Oh wow.
Alright. Alright, I'm
And that's my turn. Yeah.
This has been one hell
Actually-
of a round.
Yeah, tell me about it.
A lot more than the first,
Two,
than the first
two
battle.
players,
This
2
one's gone a
kills.
lot
Let's
quicker.
go.
Yeah.
come up
I'm
here.
actually gonna come up from behind Drana here.
Alright.
Uh-oh, the ultimate rogue sneak attack. Even the
Yeah.
party doesn't see it coming.
Oh lord, don't
No.
don't
No.
even suggest that.
No. Instead, I'm basically like before I head upstairs and do whatever action I need to do.
Mhm.
I'm basically gonna like tap Drana on the shoulder, whisper in her ear, "Someone is trying to kill you."
Yeah, these pirates. What do you mean?
No.
Yeah, where have you been?
I didn't need to make an investigation roll to tell you that.
Aside from these assholes.
We'll deal with this later. Let's finish this first.
Fine. So I'm gonna head upstairs, and I am gonna
30 will
not
put you at
do
the very
that.
top of the staircase. Though.
Go up with your head.
Alright, top of the stairs. How many feet was that? It was 5, 10, 15, 20.
25, 30.
25,
The right one.
30.
The right one. The right one. The right one.
Oh, right. 30,
I mean, you could cut an action dash. You could easily move around.
That's true.
And if you want to
I'm
go
gonna
over there and
cutting
give that
action
wizard a hug.
hide.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Phenomena.
yeah, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here.
Right, with
So
the
you're gonna
cunning
dash?
action.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
You got the zoomies.
I do. I'm trying to remember. I got my short bow. I'm gonna use it.
Oh shit, Assassin's Creed style.
Who you aiming
Yeah.
for?
Take the shot.
I'm aiming for this dude right over here. This bosun.
Alright.
Yeah, that one.
Take the shot.
Look at this bozo.
Look at this bozo.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Okay. What was the die for that again? Trying to remember.
D6 for a short bow.
D6.
Yeah, regular short bow. Yeah, D6, I think.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. And that
Plus
was
Plus your dex.
not that. 4 damage in total. Not the most impressive, unfortunately.
That's a good shot, at least.
Yeah,
Well, that was already
you kind
punched
of you
him,
kind of
so-
get him in his shoulder. He starts. You see his jacket start bleeding. He is bloodied.
Good.
My good shoulder.
Oh, good shoulder.
You have a
That's me
bad shoulder?
gambling arm.
Oh, really? Mhm.
In the wall.
My turn.
Yes, it is.
All right, so I'm gonna go.
Wait for me, guys. Yeah.
So, so this space and this space are the same, right?
No.
No? Okay, so
5,
I need to
10.
remove 10. So 10, 15, 20,
Correct.
25, 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charge
charge
goes the
up with-
goblin.
Up to him screaming, and I go for an uppercut with my hammer.
Haha, distraction. Look to
your
your
tongue
left.
for hammer.
Conk.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
The ultimate bar distraction as the goblin hits the knee. Ah!
16.
16 will hit.
Okay.
Yeet.
1d6 plus 4. I am going to be Fury of the Smalliness, so that adds
All
an
right.
extra
So
plus
bonus
2.
bonus damage.
Man, we ain't
Yeah.
gonna save it for the captain who's clearly on the ship.
Well, now I
Such
can
stuff.
use Fury of the Small multiple times since the change to goblins. So,
Oh, right. Yeah, the new. Right.
so hold on, sorry, 4. No, 6. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, it's a d6 for.
7 damage minimum.
Oh
7
my god,
damage.
I forgot you have like crazy strength. Just
Weenie. Anyway,
fucking guns.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Uh,
he tries to bring up the shield, but you smack up underneath and just.
Surprisingly, you seem bulkier with the armor. I think you got the gains.
Someone shut this thing up.
Well,
We would love to.
I've never
We
lost a
can't.
fight with it on.
I think he's funny.
It's quite entertaining, yeah.
You see, Joust's head turns and there's like a strange smile. It's like, no one has ever said that. And like turns back around and it's just like.
That is my turn.
All right.
Okay.
The bosun's sort of looking you both down and catching himself between the serving platter and a hard place here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the reason you can't get away. She is going to beat your ass.
Good point. As he pulls out a hook and just tries to. Here's my lucky number. A 4's not gonna do it.
Wait, what was that?
My lucky number's 4.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
well, I don't think it'll beat my
And by that
14.
I mean I always land 4s.
Hmm.
Whenever,
There's
every
a
time I
story.
see it, it's just like, oh god. Oh god.
Oh,
Anyway.
yeah.
That bosun definitely miss.
I mean, I don't have much meat to grab onto. Do you need some assistance? It's like just.
The coast clear around him for now. He sees that he is at a very terrible position.
He just saw his friend horribly T-1000 away. Like, that wizard just iced the man to death.
He is going to flee.
So
Right.
this immediately bears the question. My attack range is 10 feet. Does that mean I threaten those squares, or do I still only threaten the squares around me?
If he
Or is
leaves your
is your
if he
spiritual-
leaves your to full range.
Sorry?
I mean, I was gonna say I believe it's if he leaves your like full attack range, but I don't know how the spell the
Yeah,
attack
so
works.
as the spiritual arms count as your attacks, right?
Mhm.
They're
So
not like,
it's
they're
when
not
you
like
make
little
the-
bonus action gimmicks, are they?
Yeah, it's all attacks. Hold on, let me read it out to you so you can make your own decision. When you make an unarmed strike with the arms on your turn, your reach for it is 5 feet greater than normal. So I think in this case it's
You
not.
you just
technically.
essentially now have a 10-foot reach.
I can double check it. real
Knowing
quick,
that
let
he
me
is
see.
definitely using his action to disengage.
That's fair.
As he's yelling, "Captain! Captain!"
Oh, great.
As he flees up the next flight. There, right.
I won't let him get away.
With that, that's the two bosun's turns. Puts us back up at TJ.
Wow.
Round 2.
I mean, compared to the first
Round
battle, this was
2.
going night and day.
You,
First
you
one,
all
we were
have
just
your,
like,
you all have your equipment now. Now you're sweeping.
Just like slapping at each other. There is a cook being threatened by 2 people.
There is.
He's kind of like got like a saucepan lid as his shield.
Oh,
I
it's
probably
adorable.
just broke his nose.
More of like his jaw.
And he's trying
Way
to
more
hook me, but
brutal.
he's just like, stop it. Stop it. You are missing me. Stop it. It's like pushing him away.
Well,
I
Well,
believe the lead singer should be on the main stage, up top.
Oh, we'll get there when we get there. Let's conserve a few spell slots for that in particular situation. I'm gonna firebolt the cook.
All right, firebolt the cook.
Gonna cook the cook. That's brutal.
21 to cook the cook.
Yeah, that
I
hits.
guess he was a little hot under
Alright.
the collar.
There's another 5 to him.
Am I gonna have to start doing pun damage soon?
I feel it
You
right
could
now.
call it. You could call it punishment.
Thank you.
I guess it would have to be a scheduling issue then. It's a punishment.
I'm gonna add another doom point to the counter here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You're gonna
Oh,
get
that
us
is what
no
they're called.
credits.
Every time we die of cringe, we add a doom point.
And then there's the cringe dragon that says just some horrible pun to kill us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Either way, yeah, the saucepan is getting mighty hot behind his defenses. Singed him pretty good.
I guess that cast iron really is pretty good. Defense, yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
It's cold steel.
As I'm like, oh yeah. As I like.
All right.
Well, you two seem to have it all well wrapped up. And I'll end my turn.
I mean,
Uh,
you want to
Gerg,
get
you're
the
up.
party started upstairs.
We'll
go
go
up there.
5, 10. Don't mind me stepping over this guy's corpse.
I just do a
I
little
throw-
leapfrog.
Yeah,
One
over the
distance
puddle of
punch
ice
at this
cubes.
bosun
Just
as
a-
I'm walking past.
just don't mind me. Volp.
Just a ghost fist just punches through the
Mhm.
stairway.
Yeah, go for it.
25.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
25 will
God.
definitely hit.
Yeah, at least your friends can't get me.
8 more damage to him.
Yeah,
my
he
God.
has a busted jaw and now a broken nose. He is definitely bloodied.
And
Good.
then I keep walking. 5, 10.
Obi-Wan
buddy.
Kenobi's up top. Hello there.
Bonus action flurry of blows.
Ah, shit!
Oh god, he's a monk. He's so fast.
How can something so big be so damn fast?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Kick off the railing. Kick off the railing.
20 hits.
He's still inside. He hasn't actually gotten out to warn anyone yet.
No.
Oh, right. Yeah, the outer deck is that doorway. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. Oh, shit. Play out.
damage?
Oh.
Yep. He is bloody but still standing.
It's a good thing I use flurry of blows. Next punch.
All right.
Oh my god.
Another 20.
All right. No, it's sure. Why not?
If you're just like grabbing his head and just slamming against the side of the hole, like,
Yeah, just sort of like a 1-2, just poof, as you smash him up against what appears to be like supplies for like cannons and like reloading weaponry.
Oh,
You
he's gonna
pick
be
up a-
conked out.
Oh, he's
Excellent
dead.
job, Morgran. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Well done. Well done. Joust, you're up.
Well then, it seems like we have taken care of this. By the way, your cooking is pretty lousy, and I'll use vicious mockery on him.
That is
so he needs to make.
mean.
that is a wisdom
he's
save.
like, oh, it is a wisdom save DC 14.
That was a nat 1.
Okay.
Excellent.
So he's gonna take. I think it's a D. It's just a D4, right? Yeah. It's
yeah.
not with yeah, it's just a D. Yeah, D4, and then disadvantage on his next attack. So.
Yeah.
He will take 3 psychic damage.
cook.
He'll take 3 psychic damage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
he's feeling it. He took that
And
personally.
then I look at him and I was like, well, good for you. It's good to have a hobby, I suppose. You know what they say, those who can't teach do. And then and then he'll just
you get back here as he tries to make an opportunity swing at you with disadvantage.
I just like
No,
bob.
the 3 and a 4. That's not happening.
Yeah, as I'm like, and
That's so brutal.
you see, he just like
This is so
sighs as
sad.
he walks. He says, he turns to Drana and is like, "Are you sure you'll be okay with that? Never mind, I'm going upstairs." 5, 10, 15. And then he turns. He's like, oh my goodness, you bashed his brains in.
Yep,
All right, then.
You appear to be in a storage room for the cannon supply. You see kegs of gunpowder as well as iron balls.
I will quickly look at. He says, "I will get their attention at least, and then you rush out, and that'll be a bardic onto the monk."
Right, bardic inspiration to the monk.
All right, and then with my last 5 feet, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
he's
"All
being
right
loud.
then, time to show time," and walks out the door, and he goes,
Oh.
"Yeah," and that'll be my last 5 feet. As he goes,
I'm just going to set you over here
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the main deck, right?
Okay.
as
Same difference.
I'm
Yeah,
going
no, that's the
to set
cannons
some
and the-
players up on the board.
All right. As I go, boom, baby, and like open the door. Yeah, I Cusco
Opa.
out. And then suddenly there's like 30 people with machine gun just ow, 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 ow.
I need you to make a
Potter
deck
bug.
save, Joust.
Okay.
Oh, no.
As you just hear this cackling, just
Let's
and this
see.
loud bang.
Okay, I got. See, you got. 16.
So that is not going to make it.
All right.
You are taking 12 bludgeoning
Oof.
and 4 fire damage.
So 16.
So 16 total as just this goblin powder monkey lights his hand cannon and just blasts the other side of the ship with you involved in it. Just
Yeah, you see open the door. He's like, "I got it," and it like crumples. And
the fire from the opening just sort of like blasts through the room a bit as you hear the ringing in your ears.
I basically clung like into the door, like, "I believe they know where we are," and like slumps back out. And he's he's quite dented, but he's like standing up, like, "Ow."
That
I
that
believe
sounded
that
painful.
that was quite painful.
Captain, it looks like these folks are too dangerous for their good. It appears so.
And that's my
And
turn, 'cause
I'm
I
going to be adding them to the initiative order.
Okay. And it is my turn. I am technically bloodied. That's huge. 27. Yeah, that's half of the 27 is about 13. And so I'm a little bit of ass bloodied. Ouch. Ooh, oh man, I know what I should have done with my bonus. Ah well.
Big question, DM.
Yes.
Which mast has the crow's nest?
That would be the one closest to the steering wheel.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably the
Yep,
furthest
you
one
can
from
you
there,
can
yeah.
see it by the apparent box.
Ah, gotcha.
It is about 50 feet up.
All right, cool.
I don't know how you'll get
With
up there,
these
but yeah.
folks in there.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
I like to think that Joust has a chunk of like the cannonball in there and it just flumps out and hits cracks the thing like, ow. That is going to leave a mark in the morning.
TJ, what's your dex mod?
It's a +1.
All right, so you're going. There we go. The new initiative setup.
Oh boy, they are very.
I believe that's it for you, Joust.
Yep, I should have done my mantle inspiration, but oh well, that's fine. Cool. Yep. And that is my turn. Yay.
All right. Silverbeard.
Yar, Silverbeard.
All right. It looks like our shit crew has done a shit job.
I mean,
Cochrane.
you're not wrong.
Fix this bloody mess up. He will take center stage, and he is going to ready an action.
First mate Johnny Cochrane. Or Cotrain.
Silverbeard action to him.
Oh, he's a marshal. Gotcha. He's ordering.
Fancy.
And he will stand at the top deck. And that'll be his turn.
Captain always stands. He's got to keep his hands on the wheel, duh.
Yep,
He's the captain.
Scarlet, you're up. You
right.
hear the audible, like everyone on the floors below hears the audible cannon blast that explodes from the upper deck.
That was quite painful. It's like that muscle. Ow.
Someone's
So-
misusing a cannon.
I'll go
Okay,
find
God.
out. So I'm heading all the way up. I'm gonna dash all the way up to here.
All right.
And I am right outside the doorway, standing up with a cannonball in my chest a bit.
I'm not gonna open the door just yet.
It's
But-
open. I kicked it open. I'm like, right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep
You
my
see
cover
you
right
see
over
the,
here.
the ash and broken wood from the explosive that is detonated in that doorway.
Okay. Let's see. If I'm over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. He's too far away, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, you couldn't dash them. No.
No, I had to dash to get up here.
Mm-hmm. You could stealth and get ready. You know, there's things to do.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
All right.
A rogue's point is to strike when they need to, you know? Sense.
So I'm gonna need
You'll stealth.
18.
18 to stealth.
Mhm.
All right.
Probably a lot easier once
You
everything
have
blew
taken
up
cover
around
by
the
the iron balls of the cannons. Sort of camouflaging yourself in the soot. It should be pointed out that it is a very cloudy, overcast day, but it is around midday.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope.
Right, Drana.
All right. What would Drana do? She hears someone misusing a cannon.
and take a really sound of crunching for copper and gold getting crunched. Ow.
And there's also this orc like crying right in front of you. Got his broken nose,
Can
and broken jaw, and broken dreams.
can I tell how well put together this boat is?
You have the carpenter's proficiency, so yeah, roll your proficiency.
What does carpentry tools proficiency actually use? Wisdom?
In this case, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you got
To observe the boat, yes.
to see how weathered it is. Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Cool. Then that would be. No. That'd be 7.
Wisdom mod plus your proficiency mod.
Not 20.
Oh,
It doesn't matter.
you know exactly when and where this boat was made. Like
You actually know the boat.
you You made this boat.
I was gonna say, you recognize this boat. In some passings across where you originate from, you know this boat to be a very infamous slaver boat. And judging by the what you have seen thus far in the construction of this boat, it's not the most well kept intact. It's not the most pristine boat you've ever seen. It seems they have taken a lot of efforts to maintain the function of the basics, you know, the paddles, the sails, but as far as the hull goes, it's not quite as sturdy as most other boats you've seen.
Okay.
You know this boat's name by the name the Star Chaser.
I've heard that before. Anyway, sorry. I kind of growl at the boatswain, and I bonus action disengage and run up the stairs.
Yep, goblin action disengage.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Cookie's fine.
Well, can I move diagonally here? So
Yeah, you're fine.
okay. But I can't step outside. Well, I could step outside if I went here.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to step outside.
We'll put you here.
Yeah,
And
'cause I
as you
think the cook
appear,
already did
his readied
reaction.
action is going to fire upon you.
All right.
He got like a flintlock.
Yep, just a flintlock pistol.
Oh. This guy's a pretty badass looking monk.
15 to hit.
Misses.
Excellent.
Silverbeard's going to
21
use his
armor.
Silverbeard's going to use his
21.
reaction. He's like, use your good arm, you bastard! And he's going to get to reroll that.
Oh man, he's not going left-handed. He's going to shoot a right-handed like a normal person. Oh my god! He's ambidextrous. Look out!
Unfortunately, that doesn't
Ah,
do
and
much
that was
better
ended.
as the bullet just strafes past you and hits the stairs next to you.
Oh.
You got a lot of nerve. And I point to the goblin. I'm coming for you.
Man, the goblin energy is so strong here.
I like to think that Jazz holds up the cannonball. I believe he dropped a cannonball.
All right. With that, it's the Bosun's turn. He's sort of kind of just like left in this room to think a bit.
Like his life choices.
He sort of like pulls himself out of like the hole in the kitchen. He's looking at TJ's character and he's just like, "What you gonna do?"
Right.
I blow him a kiss.
Talk about eat, pray, love.
I love him. I love him. They stole my beating heart. Ah! I'm dead.
He hurts himself in his confusion.
He's oh no, TJ's character, he's a
fuck are
swagger.
you?
It's super effective.
What the hell's your problem?
Your friends beat the shit out of me, now you hit on me.
He's just gonna pull his can crossbow and just fire at you.
That's fair at this point.
You know what? I'm
We
not gonna
left him.
blame you on this, man.
We left the wizard alone with an enemy.
No, I don't think a 10's gonna hit.
He cast
No.
Mage Armor before, and he's good.
So he was just like, and like he's so flustered that just like just sticks into the wall next to you.
Is it weird that I think that you're like Chris Angel? It's like, it's okay. Give you. God.
And he just starts running down the steps.
I could hear him just crying as he runs away. Like,
All right, that's
man,
the
he's gonna
Bosun's
rig this-
turn. That puts us back at the top with TJ.
Oh, I gave him a chance. Right. And
He's not probably gonna blow
We
up
do
the
strange things in the heat of combat, Jimbo.
we all do things in the heat of combat, Jimbo. Well, it all happens when I sat on a duck. That's when my life changed forever.
oh, you're all up here. What did I miss?
Cannonball.
He got shot with a cannon.
Cannonball Z.
That's unfortunate.
It's okay,
Mason's
My
alive.
chest broke most of the impact.
He needs help.
He needs more than that.
Jeez. I don't think I've got enough. I don't think I have enough space to even get out.
That's just sticking out of the stairs. What I missed?
Five. 'Cause it was
This
5, 10.
point under the sails would be opening.
Yeah, that's where Joust is. He's just kind of
So
crumpled.
that
as
would
he stood
essentially
up.
be here.
Yeah, I'm
It's
like
more. It's
right there.
it-
Yeah.
it's more about movement because
I see.
I was here in the trap, so that's 5, 10, 15, 5, 10 if I cut the corner, 15. So that put me at 20 right here.
Yep.
You could probably make it to the opposite side of the mast.
I mean, this door is open and you got range attacks,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's
Easy.
blown open.
There's like no door there anymore.
All right.
I see you are
We'll just put you on
here for
this.
the party.
Oh, sorry.
Well, that didn't work out well.
Oh, it's a whole crew up here. Lovely.
Well, I believe a crew constitutes as 2 or more people.
We have to work on your sarcasm circuits.
What?
All fresh, all fresh. How far away are you? A little bit too far. Okay. Wait, so did I have the range on that? Let me double check. Oh yeah, I got range on that.
I mean, in this range, you can hit pretty much anything, you know?
Fine if I break the top of the boat, right? That's not gonna hurt anything.
Oh no, we're at the top deck. This is the
Mhm.
best place to take
that-
damage.
That's not gonna sink us. All
It'll
right.
be fine.
I mean, yeah, there's 3 levels of wood below us, you know, comparatively.
All right.
This is really-
Yeah,
It also
I'm
makes
casting
sense that-
Shatter on the captain.
All right. That is a con save.
Does that have
makes-
the AoE to hit the powder monkey and the pyro wizard?
It
It
would
has
be
10
10-foot
feet.
range.
It's 10-foot radius.
Yep.
So you're placing it here then?
Yeah.
All right.
On the barrels of
Uh,
powder.
Captain got a dirty 20.
Oof.
Sounds like a pass.
Deck Wizard failed with a 10. Powder Monkey 8. Captain passes, the other 2 failed.
Actually, do I want him to fail?
Yeah, I could go better.
Do I want
but
do I
10
want to do silvery
10 thunder-
barbs? Actually, yeah, I'll do silvery barbs on the captain.
Silver Barbs?
Yeah. Silvery
Oh.
barbs. So yeah, I
Silvery
see
barbs.
the captain maybe and I just go like
Someone
out.
else's spell?
Yeah, as I go like, yeah, you see like this little thing that's just like, maybe you should calm down, and like this weird little silvery mist envelops around. So it's basically a reaction whenever a creature you see succeeds on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I magic this them, so they re-roll a d20 and take the lower roll, and then I will give advantage to the monk because I can see that.
The lower roll became a 15.
All right, does that pass?
Yeah, my check's a 14.
Okay, it's better than nothing. It's
He's
still yeah.
gonna
Use
just
my
be
action.
fucking happy.
And
I'll
I
still
get
do
a-
that.
what is
You
the
get to
bonus, sorry?
you get let me read it real quick. It's wait, why did I keep closing out these tabs? Here we go. Silvery barbs. You can choose a different creature than range. You can choose yourself to have advantage on the next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw within the next minute. So basically, I'll use my reaction to give them a worse disadvantage and you advantage. But that will take I'm down to 2 slots. And my first level.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And I'm going to duck back through
Needless
the
to say, the whole awning up here has broken apart. The barrels have been just busted and shattered. Top deck not looking good right there.
Mm.
It's a bit of a mess out there.
I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be using your silvery barbs.
Well, it's
with that,
anything
it'll
for the
be,
next minute.
First mate Johnny's turn. As you see him just unceremoniously drop the pistol onto the ground and pull out his longsword. And it was too good to just have in one piece. He is going to make 2 attacks with this against you.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie.
That is 16 to hit you.
Yep.
He is choosing not to do damage to you. Instead, you become disarmed.
Okay.
You must
I'm
succeed,
I'm like,
you must
haha,
succeed
at least I have my sword. Damn
make
it.
a strength saving throw.
Oh boy, my weak. Because I have no. Because I am built for design, not for strength. How about a 17 actually? God damn.
17 keeps your steady rapier in your hand.
Yeah, I'm just like, haha, you cannot knock my sword out. Knocks it down, and I pick it back up. Aha! So,
Second attack is
I'd like to see
18
you
to
try
hit.
that again. Yeah, 18 on it. I'd like to see you try that. Ow!
Instead, he just jabs you straight through the chest. You take 12 slashing damage.
And I go down. And I'm just like,
Oh no.
and it just clumps. I'm like, yeah, it just.
Now, are the
Eyes go
rest of you
blank
going
for
to
it.
behave? Or am I going to have to put you all down?
Not while he's misusing that damn cannon. Shields up, hammers ready.
That'll be Pirate Wizard next.
I had a thought I wasn't gonna make it to my turn. And I'm like, yeah, I got 4 answers. Yeah, no.
Spells here.
He doesn't have to cast spells, technically.
He does not.
Wants to.
He is a wizard though.
It's fair.
I mean, a wizard's gotta cast the magic. You gotta cast the magic.
Right. You see Wizard begin to wave his arm. As he pulls out this powdered rhubarb leaf and just rubs his hands together with it.
Rhubarb.
And with that, you see the tips of his fingers turn green. As all 10 of his digits just blast these green arrows towards Drana.
Ooh.
All right.
Sounds like acid arrow.
24 will do it.
24
geez.
will hit.
Damn.
Four. There goes the caltrip on the floor. Wonderful.
Ah, yeah.
You're taking 11 acid damage.
Ow. Still up.
At the end of his next turn, you'll be taking an acid damage.
That sounds definitely like acid arrow. Like,
Ooh, yep.
Mhm.
That was his movement. That was his action. All right. Next is the powder monkey.
Oh, fun.
In this sort of just like hysterical cackling, just he climbs back up, and you see him pull from his waistband like another cannon, and he's going to use his action to reload his cannon.
with another cannon. My God.
You know, he gets the powder, he gets the ball, and he just like starts loading the second shot up.
Mhm.
That's going to be his action.
Mhm.
Horrifying. Got it.
Gerg, that puts us to you.
All right. Turns out the wizard made a misstep and stepped a little too close. I am gonna get to use your silvery barbs. Yay. 5, 10, 15,
You see me.
20.
It still goes off.
30,
It still goes off
35.
even if I'm on the ground. Yeah. By the way, I checked silvery barb, so you're good with it.
That's 35 there. Gets me in range of the ghost punch on the pyro wizard.
It
All
will
right.
be with advantage. As you see me crumpled on the ground with sword being pulled out of my chest.
You see your recent friend has become.
Well, I rolled a 3 and a 1, so that advantage didn't do much.
Unfortunately, neither of those
lovely.
hit. He sees you coming, and with the fist, he sort of like decks beneath the railings, and your fist just slams against the wood. He has the high ground.
You don't have much of a turn left. Furbolg. What's the ability called again? Oh, it's so fun.
Step of the Wild or whatever.
Either or. I go invisible.
Oh,
Okay.
Whatever that one's called, the
Mhm.
the Furbolg one, yeah.
Until
Furbolg.
the start of my next turn. And I will take 5 feet of movement there, just to keep them on their toes.
All right.
Hidden step. Hidden step.
That's
what
the
it's called.
one.
Yeah, I was like, it's something to do with step something. I don't know.
Joust.
Okay, that is my turn. I don't see what the rules are.
Need you to make a death save.
Okay, but I mean,
Oh.
I thought we were gonna. Are we gonna do it behind or?
Because it is a boss fight, technically.
True.
Oh, it is.
Very well. So I will
Yeah.
roll a.
I was gonna say I won't know, and I guess you could.
I will
let
roll
me
a
know.
d20 for you behind the screen.
Mhm.
Cool. And
Alright.
that is my turn. As I'm just like,
You see, Gerg, and folks around the door, you see the flickering iris of his light as it slowly begins to grow dim.
yeah, pink's
Concerning.
starting to become little notes of.
That it is Silverbeard's turn.
Great, you stabbed the one thing we are trying to keep.
I'm not here to play peekaboo with you, you jam giant. As he pulls out his hand crossbow and repositions himself so you're not hiding behind the mast. He is going to take a shot at you,
he's-
Gerg.
He's invisible.
Me?
You can't
Well, I'm
see.
invisible?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's invisible.
Sorry. I forgot.
I'm not
Damn
against
it,
it.
you're
You can
really good
try.
at peekaboo.
A real game of peek.
It's
Wait,
true.
where'd he
I
go?
did step behind you, just gone. It's like, wait, what?
What the hell? I mean, you could try to see you with disadvantage, but no. Fine. You'll do then. Starts to aim for the goblin. 17 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Yep, you still have your shield of faith, right?
Yep.
Yep, you just slam that forward as the crossbow bolt just sinks into the red dripping shield. So going to go back to the wheel of the ship. It'll be his turn. Scarlet.
Okay.
You
I do have a question.
You still are in stealth.
Okay. Question. The ropes that are tied onto the mast that's closest to me, what floor level are they on? Are they on the ground floor level here or on the ground above us?
Which ropes?
These.
The rigging, you mean?
Yeah, the rigging.
Oh, that rigging is going to be this upper floor here. The other ropes are at the base level here.
I see. Okay.
So you've got all these things like holding up
Yeah.
the sails.
We're not really in a different level. We're just in a room.
Yeah, this is
front
No,
of
I
it.
know. I'm mainly just trying to ascertain how I want to do something.
as far as it goes.
Problem
main deck,
is,
front pow, turn.
I know I'm stealth, but is this guy first mate duder? Is he focused on Drana right now?
It seems like everyone is.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
He has put Joust down and is now focusing on the next person on deck.
Okay. I am going to stealth my way over to here. I believe that's 5, 10, 15.
Yep, that's all your movement.
Nope. Actually, I want to run something by you real fast.
Uh-huh.
Give me just a moment. I clicked on the wrong thing, because of course. I'm gonna put it in my notes, because this is super secret.
Everyone has eyes on the goblin.
So, am I able to... Are you picking up what I'm putting down, is my question.
Trying to Legolas up the
Shh. Let it happen. Let it happen.
Okay.
It's okay.
You have that by default, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I see no problems in this.
Okay, cool. I'm going to TJ, your character sees with unnatural speed, zoom out of the door and run up the mast. About, is he able to get to the top?
If you're stealthing, you're only going to be able to get 15 feet up.
Okay, so I'm gonna say he's still on the ropes here. So he manages to get up to the ropes, and I'm stealthing. Yes.
All right.
Do I need to roll to keep stealthing or no?
We're going to keep your roll.
Okay. With that, I'm going to actually dash all the way to the top.
Okay. So with a
Odd.
another 15 feet, you make your way to the top of the second mast.
Okay.
There is no crow's nest on this one. It is just simply a point at the end holding the sails together.
That's fine. Alright. Am I still able to attack?
No, you dashed.
You dashed.
Stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stealth, you dashed, you
what-
cunning action dash.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to make sure that I have all my my actions in a row because it has been a while.
Been a while.
I mean,
It's been a while.
Wouldn't she be able? So she used her cunning action to dash, right? Because she hid last turn.
Mhm.
She hid last turn. She moved, and then she used her cunning action dash.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you still have
Yeah.
that.
So am
Okay,
I
you-
still
yeah,
able
yeah,
to?
Yeah. You still got.
Okay. Cool. I'm going to then attack using my short bow.
Who are you attacking?
I'm attacking the first mate down there.
You're attacking first mate Johnny.
Yes.
All right.
And I assume that's with sneak attack. Yeah.
That is rolling
Yeah,
with advantage. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume they're definitely not looking at you. Wow. There goes all these crazy rolls now.
All the
Yeah.
other
That
kids
was only
with
one
the
roll.
pumped up.
Oh,
Natural 20 again.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Nice.
Better
There
run,
we
better
go.
run, outrun my bow.
ha! I took down your friend.
Yeah. So double the
Yeah.
dice.
Right
Oh
through
my-
the top of his head.
So that's a +4 as opposed to a +2 to hit. Like in terms of like damage, right?
What's
Where's
your
that?
what?
It's a 1d6 piercing.
So it's gonna
So
be.
is that a 2d6 as opposed to?
It's
what
2d6
I'm
now. Yep.
Okay.
And then
And then your
add
sneak
double your
attack
sneak
makes
attack
it-
damage.
Yeah,
Sneak
which
it-
would be 46 total.
So 66
total.
plus your
66.
modifier.
66. Wait, what?
66 plus your modifier.
Good
Okay.
lord, these are some good sneak attack rolls.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then
19.
Take the average of the 1 and the 2,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
which brings us to a total of...
What?
22?
23.
23, sorry.
Yeah, that was an unexpected shot. You pretty much get him right where the neck meets the nape of his shoulders. Is like this
Oh.
arrow sinks into him, and he's like, he almost loses the ability to use an arm as it's like slumps down, and he has to like one hand his longsword as he looks up and sees this shadowy rogue on the top of the mast with the cloud coverage just looming above him.
God. It's just like...
Good shot.
Very good shot. Holy
you
shit.
see the thumbs up, and then it just slowly like goes down.
With that, Drana, it is your turn.
Alrighty.
I'm very much just that freaking like scene in Daily Phantom. I'm like, cool. How did I do that? Sorry, go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm circling around him.
I mean, you're not gonna give advantage. I'm dying.
Hold on. I can, and then I cast Healing Word
All right.
on Joust.
What's the healing word?
Alrighty. Six health.
Rebooting. Joust, you will still be prone on the floor.
Day to be alive. It's like kind of wakes back up.
And I'm going to swing at him.
All right.
I am technically prone right now. I'm on the ground.
Prone, but still flanking.
Yep. So I get advantage, right?
Kind of grab his legs with my legs. Hiya!
Yes, you do.
12 plus 6, so 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
I mean, pretty distracted getting shot that hard in the shoulder. Like, oh!
I guess he's trying to like regain like the mobility in his arm. This goblin goes up behind him and just like.
I am going to add my
Fury of the Small.
my Fury of the Small, yeah. So
Oh,
6, 7, 8.
Yep.
8 damage.
As you bring your tonfa up to him, you hear the ribs crack as he just. And he falls down dead.
And then
yes.
Nice.
I turn around and plant my shield, getting ready for the cannon fire.
Lands on top of me. Well, that was unexpected.
Don't make me regret this, Tin Man.
Oh, damn it, Johnny!
Actually, I am made of
All right, the
mostly
Bosun's still
copper
around.
and gold alloy.
Yeah, they both are.
Oh, great. They're going to come back out shit covered in angry now. We're going to have to just throw them overboard. That's all it
We're
is.
both
Like,
gonna
all
be
right.
at 1 HP. What difference does it make?
All right.
Plus, their captain will
we'll
probably
just-
be dead by the time they get
We'll
up
just
here.
make that the Bosun stuff. EJ.
All right. Let's peek out again. So now I'm back here.
Yep.
Greetings. So for all the barrels and crates I shook up, do I see black powder in any of them?
If anything, the black powder was in the room that you were in.
Ah, which is being shot at.
Most
by
of the
another
cannons
cannon.
here are just strapped down, tied up. They're not ready for combat yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes sense. They probably tied it down to avoid the crest of the wave or something. Yeah. that
Well,
makes-
they're not ready for combat. They're just traveling. You
makes-
don't let loose the cannons unless you're ready for
That's
a fight.
true. You have them chained down. You're right. Yeah.
So yeah, no powder on the top deck.
Makes sense.
Now, here's where the thought.
Don't worry, I'll get some movement if you can pick where you want. I'll get you guys to move where you feel like, as long as you have your reaction open.
I don't have that prepared yet, so okay. Yeah, let's go with the chromatic orb again.
All right.
And I'm aiming for him because I'm sick of the cannon.
And for the powder monkey. All right.
Pray for the crit.
Because if
You
not, I'll
can't
get
crit
the
chromatic
crit.
orb twice, can you?
Oh, the DM said it. We win. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to see an acid chromatic orb, baby.
Oh,
It was
Oh,
close.
19,
It
so
was
close.
close.
Ah.
19 will hit though.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. This is
What
I
what
want us
flavor
to-
would you like this time?
fire.
All right.
Oh no. 17, my Lanta.
So as he picks the cannon back up again, he's about to hoist it, but then this beam of red just sort of he just starts screaming in flames. He's just like he
Wilhelm
dies
scream
throwing
as he go
himself
over the-
overboard.
I could totally see him on fire fall, and then like the little powder goes. It's like halfway down. Like,
As,
nope,
as he reaches
damn it.
the ocean, he's like. Psst.
That's
but
why
yeah,
you don't
powder-
carry the
powder monkey dead.
powder.
Mm.
He was mine.
Oh, there's still plenty on board.
Like the captain.
Yeah, and the wizard. Speaking of,
back in.
again,
Oh my god, they burned explosive Paul.
I know how much HP I
He
have.
burned explosive Paul.
That's what the powder monkey used, explosive Paul.
He lived up to his name.
He died doing he lived,
All right,
exploded.
Is the
Came in this world exploding, he left exploded.
wizard's turn. Ruby, you're going to be taking 8 more acid damage.
Oh god.
I'm unconscious.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
As you
honey.
as you try to bolster yourself, the acid just begins to fizzle on you as you just like end up just straight up collapsing to the floor.
Fumes. A lot of fumes.
Mm.
This got rough.
Wizard's turn. Sort of rounds and is like, that was a damn lucky shot you did. See how you handle this.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you got?
Okay.
You see him pull out this legume seed
Oh no.
and
Ooh.
sort of like brings it to his hands and whew, he just blows it towards you. And in this fitting moment, this gust of wind just catches his back and pushes in your direction. I need you make a strength save.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, that's just a straight roll.
Yep. No minuses, no nothing.
Yeah, no minuses, no nothing.
That's not too bad.
12.
Fortunately, that is going to fail as you are pushed off of the mast of the ship 15 feet and
Okay.
fall the upper deck.
Ow.
You're going to be taking 8 fall damage
Okay, that's not bad.
as you just land yourself on the top
Stick the
row deck
roll.
here.
I'm at 10 health.
Okay.
And so long as he's concentrating, that gust will remain and continue to be aimed up at the mast as like the winds sort of like catch the sails a little bit, and not by much, but it would help push the boat along if it was also
Right.
giving it a little boost.
Send.
All right. Hmm.
That's going to be his move. Powder monkey's dead. You're up.
Hey, look, it's the start of my next turn, so I come out of invisibility, and this wizard is about to get punched.
What the bloody?
Shove him off! Shove him off!
I'm tempted to. But he's a wizard. He can't have that much health, right? I'd much rather
Is
punch
it
him and take
weird
his
that I
stuff.
always think like you just kind of come around the corner like a Sindri from God of War? That's like the disappearing step. Like, whoa, damn, where'd you come from? That dwarven staff.
Anyway,
Hey,
first punch.
All right.
give him the old punch.
That one.
Yeah,
My
no,
God,
that's
this
not going to do
wizard's
it.
got gains.
Yeah. We're gonna do a bonus action attack.
He's been dodging your moves mostly.
Yeah, pretty impressive. You know what? All the punches aren't working. Maybe I should just give him a little shove. Yeah, 5 feet off the edge. If this attack hits.
All right.
Come on.
Does an
11?
11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Damn.
As you
Okay.
sort of give him a press, he sort of like bobs out of the way.
Grabs onto the railing.
All right, fine. 5. You know what? Yeah, I'll just sit right here. All right, fine.
Get all up in his face.
He's dodging the astral fist. Maybe I'll give him the real fist and see how it
Joust,
goes.
you are conscious.
Yeah, Joust like gets up and like has this body and he's like, oh man, that is a shame. Oh no, the bloody one has fallen ill. I can't and then he looks around, he's like, I cannot remember why I am here, but I was on the ground. And he stands up. And he's just like,
you
oh.
see a downed goblin.
Yeah, he thinks around, he's like, I cannot remember what their name were.
I
Oh,
can't
well,
remember
I suppose-
your name.
Yeah, as he's like, that is strange. They seemed like they liked me. Oh well, hey, maybe you should wake up. And he will do healing word. Second level. Why not?
All right.
Thank
So
you.
It's gonna be 2d4. Well, let me clear that real quick. We're gonna do 2d. I think it's 2d4 plus charisma. Yeah.
Correct.
Charisma for you, wisdom for me.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. Yep, 2d4. Okay, 2d4 plus 4. How about 8 back?
Thank you.
You
Nice.
regain consciousness.
Her wounds close up, though still bleeding a little.
The healing circle is
You know, he'll be
unstoppable.
fine.
And then I guess I see that wizard, and I would say, like, you know what? I don't like you very much. I guess you can dodge, but you can't really dodge the responsibility of being a good wizard. And I will do a vicious mockery on him.
All right.
That one got me.
I believe he fails with a 9.
Yeah, he has to beat a 14, so.
Bard continues to spit fire. It's great.
Spit that hot fire. Let's see, one sec. I'm just gonna double check. I don't think it's vicious mockery plus con or charisma, right? It's just the
It's just
1d4.
the
Yeah,
D4,
just the
yeah.
d4. Yeah,
Mhm.
just the d4. It's really good. So yeah, it's gonna be a d4 psychic. Give him that hot 1 damage.
He is barely
But he also has
standing.
disadvantage on the next attack. Or,
Barely
yeah.
standing? What?
He is barely standing.
You're
I
kidding.
actually
He's
just
a
had to
wizard.
hit him.
He-
I'm so
he
sad I
al- he
missed.
almost died of
Is it weird that I think it's like that meme where he just the guy falls and just boom against the wall like
He almost died of cringe.
oh. And then I guess it would be half my movement to move the goblin behind the post with me.
You would have to like actually grab them. That would be
Okay,
an
yeah,
action.
and they're probably heavy, and I'm like, I am extremely weak, like trying to drag.
I am wearing chainmail, shield, and a mace.
And yeah, doing so, a gentleman always protects their friends and stands in front of that for the captain. That'll be my turn.
All right.
Healing wall. I get down. You get up. I get down. You get up. Go, go, go.
I'm out of spell slots, so
I got still a few, man. I still got a second level and 2 more firsts. I'm good, baby. And yeah, that is my turn.
So, at this point, Silverbeard rushes up to the front row here and shouts out, "All right, enough! You've battered my crew. killed my best men and destroyed my pride. I surrender. Stand down.
Insight check?
Give me an insight check.
Does he actually intend on being nice?
Very well. A gentleman will accept your terms of surrender.
Force no question. Let's see. What's my bonus to this? Oh, yeah.
Let's see. My insight is +2. Oh my goodness. Wisdom.
Wow.
Okay. I don't need to roll then.
He's got a bomb! Oh, I got a +5 on my insight. I'm gonna roll at least since I am up and at least looking at them. 'Cause
Sure.
I am a gentleman and I must accept the terms of this agreement. How about a 22?
22 and a 24.
Yeah, you see he's
Does he
looking
actually
at-
mean to surrender, or is he being a tricky pirate, as they tend to be?
Is this a pirate chicanery?
The thing about pirates is their riches only mean as much to them as their own self-preservation.
That's true. They like to be alive to spend stuff. That makes
So
sense.
the fact that you have essentially ruined their entire operation by destroying all of his crew, for except a few degrees of maybe 2 bosuns and a wizard.
Very well, Captain.
He does appear to be showing a bitter yet sincere defeat.
Very well, Captain. I believe we have come to an accord with the terms of surrender, but we request that you would take us back to shore and release us from your captive. If not, we will commandeer this vehicle and return you to the authorities.
Looks like I have no choice, do I?
I believe what they would say is between a rock and a hard place. I am the hard place, and he is the rock.
Fine. Accept your terms.
Then I believe we have an accord. Sing! As he swings the rapier. Are you all right?
With
As he
that,
picks you
the
up.
court wizard on his last breath sort of just like rests himself on the mantle, just...
I almost died from the cringe. Oh,
If only
spits hot
if only you
fire.
rolled a 2
Oh.
on that, I would have died of cringe.
Elathi
like,
is actually going to step forward and help this one onto his feet and say, like, it seems the gods wanted you alive for something. I don't usually miss.
As for me, I'm a bit woozy, but I'm okay.
Powder monkey.
Still bleeding, just covered in the shit.
Powder monkey, first mate Johnny. How many others did you kill down there?
I mean,
Your
in
cook's still alive.
retrospect, you hit me with a goddamn cannon.
Hey, the cook is still alive, and I believe you have someone down below who's probably gonna wish they were dead when they wake up.
You left the cook alive? I could have sworn he was going to die with how badly he was doing.
Oh,
Oh,
I
he-
mean, we
just
destroyed
ran
his
off.
pride, but he still lives.
To be fair, I almost would have wished him dead. A shit cook.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
At this point, he's like showing he doesn't mean any harm and like pulls his belt off with the blade and drops it on the floor. Well,
You
it's
dropped your
obvious that
sword.
you're no ordinary people. Who the hell are you all exactly?
We're a band.
I believe we are what you would call
Actually-
a band.
Our pirate boss here does pose a good point. Who are we all, and why are we all on this ship? I don't remember how I got here.
I
Well,
remember,
suppose it's
I-
time to clear that up.
Mm-hmm.
Long story short, found y'all knocked out cold.
And why?
Well, all sorts of different reasons.
I feel like it's lucky you found me. Last place I was on was on a boat sailing back to the mainland. Wonder what happened to
Yeah,
that
but
boat.
muscles and dexterity like yours, you were a tough cookie to get. Although, strength in numbers, right?
Mhm.
We just ended up having to overwhelm you and give you a large clubber to the head.
I feel like you tricked me into saying this was a fun adventure, but instead you put me in a cabinet.
Oh, I meant it was fun for me. Definitely for me.
I suppose I should have understood the context of that situation.
Well, it seems like this bucket of bolts has a lot of learning to do. You're a far, far away from fallen fire, aren't you?
I'm gonna head down. You said your cook was a terrible cook?
A bit of a shit cook there.
Okay, I'll go whip us up some food since we're all gonna need it to make up for all the blood we lost.
Tries to mix everything with rum. Doesn't he know rum doesn't go good with everything?
Now, we all seem to know each other, except for you. And Drana points to Scarlet's character. You have not given us your name yet.
Oh, I haven't left. Sorry, I want to be cute for this.
Everyone just fucking thinking about it.
Actually, yes. I believe we have seen your skills, but we do not know your name. What shall we call you?
Oh, I
We
know.
have at least 3 people here who haven't given their names, to be fair.
Oh, I know the name.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just I'll like hold up the manifesto. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, it's a delightful name. Did your mother give you that?
You tell me.
Well, do
Let
not
me
worry.
just,
the suspense will
slap
be
that on there.
palpable.
There you go.
Oh. Ow. Ow.
Yes, the lovely name, Panye. Wonderful. It is Panye, right? It is Elvish, if I am not mistaken.
You are mistaken.
Well, then I feel very foolish.
Oh, and she spells it with a Y. It's cute.
Oh, it is Pine. I'm sorry, I have just gotten hit by a cannon.
Oh, sorry, wrong name.
Is it?
Yes, I am in pain.
We need to talk.
Where did you post it?
On your token.
On the mini.
Oh.
I
hover over it,
plopped
it
it on
says
your mini.
pain.
And now all your names are on them.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's pain.
Payne, we need to talk. Clearly. As Drana limps back inside and goes downstairs.
I believe we all deserve a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
Alafi will quickly speak as, people are starting to walk off, and he'll say, technically, I don't have a name, but you can all call me Alafi for simplicity's sake. Now I'm gonna go cook.
Alright, no name.
Well, since we're all so friendly now, I'll fan the cards in front of my face. Tora Mukana, and take a bow.
Pour a banana. Got it.
God damn it.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Thought he
You're
was
gonna
just
be
a peddler
charming.
with some card tricks. Looks like he had more up his sleeve than we thought.
more than you know.
I believe it's quite the gambit to fan cards out like that.
I do like a good chance every now and then.
Fucking Johnny.
All right. So.
So, do you want us to go into a different chat, Gob?
For what?
Because it is kind of a it is kind of a hush hush, but
Hey.
at the same
Payne
time,
and Drana
You're gonna
Or do you want to
you're
do
gonna
that
send
next
yourselves
time?
into a separate room?
do you need us to? Is the question.
How private do you need this?
Should we all take a break while you have it on stream?
It's not necessarily like a private. Oh, we need a brief intermission kind of thing. It's more
I will settle this very easily.
Okay.
There.
Aha! I see.
Alright. So,
Okey-doke.
You
You said
find
someone's
yourselves
trapped
in a separated room below deck. A sort of
wicker in the food
a ma-
cupboard.
Sure.
Sorry. So you You said someone's trying to kill me. Besides these fools.
These people were kind of an unknown anomaly,
Of
as you
course.
can no doubt tell.
Yeah.
In summation, I was hired anonymously. Someone believes that you may be in danger, and although you can definitely handle yourself, they believe that someone with my skills might be better suited to protect you.
I don't usually like getting violent. Violence isn't in my nature, but I get violent when I need to
I understand.
protect myself. But if you say someone's coming after me and you want to watch over me, well, I'd be happy to welcome a friend on board.
Very well then.
As she smiles with her sharp teeth.
Goblin teeth.
Yeah.
Party back.
Yep.
All right.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
That the party essentially brings out the dead, takes care of the unconscious and
Monty Python reference.
suffering.
Well, they're busy carrying bodies. Laffy does actually start cooking.
Sure. Are you proficient with cooking utensils?
Yes.
All right. Give me a roll with your proficiency.
What's that?
We'll do intelligence.
Damn it.
You're working with like cooking supplies on a boat. You're kind of like improvising what is available.
All right, I've got a +1 to this roll. 13, not the worst.
13. I mean, it's a decent enough meal. Silverbeard seems to be all right with it. It's like finally something without rum in it.
By the way, I am basically taking all this fair betting and basically wrapping my wounds since they don't stop bleeding.
Oh,
Anemic little goblin.
Poor Gaba.
Yeah.
Eventually, the defeated Silverbeard sort of just sits at the nearby table with the wizard. All right. Suppose it's time to answer your questions to me then.
Elafi will go actually pull the two guys in the basement up and be like, I made food. You guys should come get it.
Sorry about that, I'm back.
I see how it is.
Super secret stuff. Ooh.
Eli sort of
I'm
just like,
made that a really secret conversation.
our buddy in the outhouse won't wake up.
Oh.
Oh, the other one? With his face in
I've
the...
been slapping him for hours.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Where did he go? I saw he was in the outhouse.
Just like leans him up against the deck wall. Like a
Probably covered in shit.
like a hungover man just trying to recover.
Let's just prestidigitation that off of him.
please, this is...
He'll wake up eventually. Probably. Probably? You did hit him really hard. Looking over at a pain.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's so...
Aside from the remaining crew, what do you want to know?
Were you paid, or were we just what was left over, from whatever you raided?
Well, most of you were just tips, leads, insiders to certain trading acquisitions. The transaction of people.
By that, do you mean the transference and ownership of property, aka slaves.
Eh?
Ah, I am very familiar with this custom.
You should see why it was so lucrative. Points to Joust.
Little hand wave. Hello.
I don't know what the heck has happened.
I am still trying to figure that out.
Kinds
Well,
like yours aren't seen anywhere except the capital of Falling Fire. The
That
fact
is
that we
correct.
found you just wandering about out of nowhere was like a jackpot to me.
Indeed. I
Either-
remember.
It was either finding an egg-hanging portus kale or selling you for scraps, which, judging by your pieces, are very rare.
Indeed. A copper and gold alloyed gearforge is very uncommon.
Let's see. There's points to Tora. She's like, you were an absolute eccentric. You dress like an eccentric. We thought you had some money. When we realized you didn't, we were just gonna take your clothes off your back.
Oh, is it really just that simple?
And also interrogate, just see what you know.
Hmm.
Dig into that
Yes,
little brain of yours. You're not the typical. Must have something.
I mean, I always have something on my mind. Doesn't mean I like to share.
He points to Alafi. You are the most trickiest bastard to capture. Didn't realize someone so big could move so fast. We had to use our good manacles to keep you all locked up. Figured you'd make a good laborer or even a bodyguard with the right training.
Those are so broken now, by the way.
Like,
No
I punched
shit.
the shit out of him. I punched him hard.
I couldn't imagine you breaking free with half of my dead crew. But alive is all that matters.
That is a correct statement.
It
You,
sounded oddly threatening.
No, I mean, he is
As he points to
technically
Drana.
alive.
he points over to Drana and he's like, we
I
heard
need
that
no
there was some
explanation.
up and coming smith out of Gallius. Serve them Emberlight folks there. Their services might have pitched a pretty copper in the right hands. Figured if we weren't gonna just ransom you off back to your own parents, then, well, a good smithy in the shadow market made a good price.
Yeah, that is understandable.
At
But you
point-
messed with the wrong folk.
Obviously. Sort of like shifts into his chair to turn back and look at the almost like a literal shadow behind him, just like, ew. I had no idea Stowaway could store so many tools and weapons on one person. Creepy. Which means you mean business. Figured serving someone wrong. Hope we get some information out of you. Noticed you were skulking around our ship docks. Had to knock you out clean. Otherwise, you would have been target practice on the mast.
Oh, is that why you bonked that one guy really hard? Was he the one that bonked you?
Would have been.
Maybe. It was nothing personal. By
But
much.
as you just see him stretch and take a sip of his grog.
I mean, I have one quick question for everybody. Would you all like to hear some music?
No!
Are you sure?
I am very
Yes.
positive. Thank you.
I mean, now that I have my bag,
That is
there it is.
enough.
As he pulls out a crank and just like, there we
Ah,
go. And you see like
are
he
any
kind
of you
lifts
gonna
up where-
stop him?
And Laffy
No.
pulls out his
Son
accordion.
of a bitch.
You see where like he's dented, he like kind of lifts up his like chest, there's like a crank slot and he starts cranking, like he has this metal like crank, sticks it in and starts like a hurdy-gurdy starts being sounded playing, emanating through him. And it sounds pretty bad since he's been hit by a cannonball right now. Like,
a few sharp notes in a usually nice formal tune.
Oh,
it seems I had eternal system damages.
Ilafi
guess-
says, I was gonna add in some kind of bass, but never mind.
No, I did not realize how damaged damaged I was.
Well, let me help you with that, as I'm going to cast Mending on Joust to try and mend some of his broken parts.
It's probably just like it'd take a bit. It's like, don't worry, internal systems are already in
I smack him on the back when he stutters.
repair.
Oh, good.
But it is all right. I did not know you were one of the Ember Smiths.
Yes, and I was trained. I was trained as a blacksmith by my fathers, and they sent me to go, as they say, explore the world and learn the trade from others.
But that is strange. I am now just learning that because I have never met you. That is very interesting. I do not know what that is. But it sounds exciting.
I work with metal, and I am very
I
good
am
at
metal.
it, which is why I could probably figure out how to repair you with enough practice.
It is strange. The body seems to repair itself.
When this conversation's
Yes.
over, I want to quickly talk with the captain again.
All right.
I suppose we shall leave the others. We can talk later. When you sleep, I will watch you, and when you wake up, I will be all right.
You know, I'm
You are
having
not watching me
second
while I
doubts
sleep.
about trying to capture you. You seem like a real creep.
Yeah, you're not watching me while I sleep. I am not
I-
allowing that.
I did do that for pretty much all of you as you were there. They could not put me asleep, for I do not seem to sleep, but I
Wow.
try.
That first mate seemed to put you to sleep pretty damn good.
A hard enough blow to the head and your lights sort of went out.
That is true.
So, know what to do as he sort of like glances at all of you.
See, the cook has like a frying pan is about raising in the back of the head. Like you see, he nods to the captain and he's like, "Says my cooking's done. Well, you son of a bitch!" Like, it's just the Kong default on the ground.
So,
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
you just-
take this lull in the conversation to quickly
Mhm.
talk to the dwarf again and just be like, so what's a dwarf doing so far from the Hollow Highlands?
well, sometimes the ancestors want our bodies to wander. My history found me finding a passion for the seas and seeking out our fortunes out there. Ended up coming across the pirate king in my travels and served under his belt for a while. You know, greed. There's enough in the world for everyone's needs. Everyone's greed.
I will write that down. He's writing stuff down.
It's quite a good lesson to learn by, because eventually I sort of outgrew my captain and funded my own operations. Found some good contacts across the coasts.
Elafi's going to speak in Dwarvish for a moment and just say, many dwarves have fallen to greed. You should really watch yourself.
You
That's
also
what
hear
leads
Zhao
to situations
say,
like
like,
this.
indeed, dwarves do seem to be greedy.
You'll find the whole world is greedy if you give it a chance.
Just try and catch him off guard with the Dwarvish thing, that's all.
Yeah, he does get thrown a little back by it, but sort of just like leans back forward and responds back in Dwarvish. Take, as we have lost what they ours.
Elafi will
Okay.
nod and say, I know.
Surprisingly, Joust also knows the Dwarvish. As he just nods, he's like, that is a good lesson in Dwarvish. Like, Yeah,
Cool.
weird.
You were hoping you weren't gonna stir, but you were hoping to catch our contacts in Portus Cale. Let me put the boat map.
Yay! Who
Where
made
are
this
we?
lovely map, by the way?
This lovely
Wow,
map
I
was
wonder
made.
who made this beautiful map.
This map was made by the lovely Hexalia, Nordic Teal.
Yee.
Unfortunately, she went to bed right now, but she has made this a come to life world of adventure here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, it looks so good.
I appreciate
It's
everything
so
she's done.
cool.
I also like that the boat's a little boat.
Well, this is
You
just your
are
little marker.
here.
Thank you, Leia
It
Boss.
just happens to look like a boat.
Yep. Little rowboat asset.
Love it.
We were about a days out before we reached it. But then this happened.
You
Now,
had a contact you were going to meet?
a contact in Portus Cale. Knows
Which one of
about
us were you planning on selling?
magical stuff as he points to Tora and to Joust. He could have seen how much you were worth, but looks like that's out the window. I'll just have to lay low and keep things under. Luckily, there's
What would it take to convince you away from your current line of work? It leaves me a little bit of a sore spot, leaving someone with capabilities of doing such terrible things to others.
about 50,000 gold and a nice estate in Morrowhaven.
It's a high price.
That sounds like living the life of luxury.
Idea.
Here's something I can do. If you go back to, if you go back to Gallius, tell my fathers that I accidentally banged up your ship. I'm sure they'll help with repairs, or at least give you a discount.
Golly, it's a very long trip from here, lass.
I'm well aware, but if you're ever there, this ship could use a little tuning up, from what I could tell.
Aye. Luckily, there are other ports that can answer the call to us. This boat isn't quite in the hot red. Can't have it dock. So, maybe
Just-
keep your mouth quiet about the black market business and see you still have a boat left.
Just make sure you don't have any more crewmates firing cannons aboard your ship.
Oh, come on. He was the best of us.
I mean, he was pretty accurate.
When you have a cannon that big, accuracy is not your key.
I guess it was more fluff, less stuff.
Now he's shark food.
Well,
Alright.
but either way, what is our present course in heading, Captain?
Well, to
Not a
Portus
captain.
Cale, of course. You all know
Where
how to
is
operate a
Portus Cale?
boat, right?
I do. Well, sort of.
Good, because you're gonna have to replace my crew to get this thing moving again.
No idea. One of you guys is going to have to show me.
Well, I am very capable at learning surprisingly quickly.
Right. So, the agreement is, you keep your mouth shut, and I'll let you, keep that blood on your hands. Who knows? If our relationship continues to go well, you might have a free transport across this.
That does indeed sound a much better deal than being sold into slavery.
Oh, I believe when you've held all my people dead, the idea of putting you up to slavery again has definitely flown out the coop.
Ah, I would not like to be a piece of property anymore.
So we can agree, Aos,
I think
for
that
letting
sounds...
you go. Pointing at the captain, of course.
Let me go. I let you go with whatever you all picked up under below deck. As he sort of points over to Tora.
I mean, it
You're lucky
also
you didn't
seems
set that thing off when you were below deck. You could have sunk the whole ship with that stick.
Oh, that would have been fun. No. You could tell he's not being sarcastic. He's legitimately thinking about how cool it'd be to escape a sinking ship.
I'd rather not think that.
I mean, it seems like the best course of action would be to work together in the pursuit of friendship. Then we could all be on the friendship.
Well, hold your horses there. Friendship is a long ways away.
No, we are on the friendship. See, it is a ship, and we are now friends.
I'm about to throw you off the friendship if you make a joke like that again.
I'm going to commandeer one of the rooms as I see that this conversation has reached its end. So
Aye.
All right, I will sit here and wait.
I think with that,
yeah, we're all going to find separate rooms. I'm probably going to sleep in the one across from Payne.
you'll all find your separate rooms.
And Joust will just sit down and wait.
That robot would rust if the ship starts sinking.
Yeah, how well does the robot swim?
He would just walk on the bottom.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I guess that's not a problem. Huh.
It'd be fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. Dun, 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 dun.
So, at the surrender of Silverbeard, you have gained temporary modes of transportation to Portus Kale, where you will gather yourselves and decide what your next move will be. Meanwhile, Silverbeard, with the remainder of his crew, are most likely going to lay low for a while. Keep out of the sight of the light guard, as well as other folks that know his work a little too. Knowing that he is now empty-handed of any trade goods, he will have to pick up the pieces once more before he's able to continue his trade again. That's where we're gonna end this.
Woo!
Excellent session one.
Session one. We get a long rest, yeah?
No.
We get a long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hoopla!
Oh, blah.
We did it!
Boy.
Massimo.
I was half expecting you to press the button on that stick.
Oh, it was tempting.
I mean, I kind of figured out what it was. I was like, I do not feel comfortable with this. And like,
I had a rough idea of what it was. I'm like, you know what? Maybe not at the bottom of the boat. Maybe.
Hang on.
Also,
I have a question.
Mhm.
Did you change my token's name, like, at the moment that everybody was started asking?
at the moment
Yeah.
he
Or-
picked up the ledger
did-
showing all the list of names, I was just like, all right,
Oh.
cat's out of the bag. Gonna put your name on there now.
Really?
Mhm.
So my name is in there?
Yep.
Fuck!
You were known. You were
One
known
could
by
say it's,
name on the ledger.
painful.
Oh shit! We're gonna have a
yeah.
talk next session.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, secrets unbound. It seems like the only thing we can deal with is just deal with some schedule complex. Tune in next week, everybody.
Yes. Thank you all so much for joining us for our first episode of Scheduled Conflicts. Next week, we will pick up exactly where we left off here. A little bit of a long rest and a stop into Portus Kale, where we will figure out what the next move is for our intrepid heroes. Till then, if you don't see us again, well, I guess that means we've got a scheduled conflict. Bye-bye, everybody. Enjoy the cringe. Bye-bye.
Wow, pain.
No, I'm Pain.
Oh my god.
Can't believe that's the
This is
name.
Patrick.
For